Wasteland. Barely made it in. Like 2 minutes to go. Had a lot of stuff. Woke up a little bit late. Had a shower. All that. So almost didn't make it. Didn't really have time to talk about my deck before I make any last minute decisions based on what I saw in Richmond, but that's fine. We will. I don't think I wanted to make too many choices there. I just know I wanted a second Brightling, but that didn't end up happening, but it's probably fine. So we're playing this instead, which is the same list I played Friday. Oh wait, there's this stupid walking ballista that hides back here. Make sure Stream Decker is good. Alright, everything seems to be in working order. I need this. That also looks fine, except for... oh crap, already started. Shit. Alright. Guess we are playing the Legacy Challenge now. This hand is okay. No 1, but several 2s and 3 options. Wasteland is strong. Put mulligans to 6. Good for us. What's the opponent playing? Almost assuredly just going to slam Thalia on turn 2. Unless my opponent is also playing Death and Taxes and plays like an Aether Vial, which we will consider the other option. Oh god. Wait, just lands? Lands or 4-color Loam? Not 4-color Loam. That's much worse for us. That's fine. I think I want a Thalia and then hopefully like revoke Mox Diamond plus Wasteland them or something. Opponent only has 3 cards left in hand, so there's a chance we can manage to nail them out. Nope. Punishing Fire, please no. Nope, this is definitely Punishing Fire. But now we can Wasteland this and revoke this Mox Diamond. All they're left with is a Wasteland. Yes, perfect. It's probably going to tutor up sort of Fire and Ice to hopefully protect my guys from a Punishing Fire. Ooh. They have another P-Fire in hand, this is bad, which this is what it looks like. But they have to kill that, which means they're still taxed on mana. If we draw another land, we can start porting them too, which is great. Play this, go grab Sword of Fire and Ice. Protect myself if they ever find a Grove. I think I just want to keep porting this Taiga, though, for 1 turn. Put in the sword. We even have the second port, so they can't, like, Wasteland the port away. Do I care about this? No, because I still have 4 mana. This should be game, probably. Yeah, opponent's just dead. Whew. Nice. Beat 4-color Loam game 1. Now what is our plan? Do I use on paths against Loam? Knight's really scary. Knight, they don't have, they have like the one basic forest. And Dark Confidant. On this Leon Relic Order? I don't think so. Do I want Gideons? I guess step 1 is boarding these things. Step 2. I don't think I want Walking Ballista. It doesn't do a whole lot. These games kind of go long, but there aren't really creatures for... Pinks off Dark Confidants, but... Let's focus on what else is not good here. Jite's never been great in this matchup. Maybe I don't want paths. I could definitely see myself not wanting these path to exiles. Traditionally, I think I shaved down on Thalias in this matchup a lot. It's not very common that you can just like mana deny your opponent like that. It's definitely something, you know, opponent mulled to 6 had to make some choices. We had Wasteland double port. But generally the matchup doesn't always go like that, so like Thalia is not pivotal to the plan. I think I'm gonna shave them down. Cut this Jite. These equipment are fine. Pro-red equipment's really good. Revoker hits lilies, Mox diamonds and stuff. Roke is probably fine. Could see doing this. And Brightling's like weirdly good and not good in this matchup, but if we have so many answers to a Knight of the Reliquary, I still like Brightling in this deck. Because it's much harder to Punishing Fire than Mirran Crusader is, although Mirran Crusader is also great. If you can get down like Prelate, Mom Crusader, or some nonsense. Maybe we just like trim all these Thalias. Thalia is just not very good in this matchup. It does tax them sometimes, but Thalia is generally not very good against the Life from the Loam decks. You can close that door if you're going to play that. It's kind of loud. Alright. Round 1. We're now in game 2, Loner Boy. Also, we're playing against 4-color Loam. We beat them game 1. Kind of had to make some bunch of fast deck building decisions. Alright, this hand's fine. If we get like turn 1 Chalice, it's really awkward, but we have at least other castable spells, and like we have a handful of really good cards in this matchup. I also Pomo again to 6 again, so deal. I mean, I don't think the opponent necessarily did anything wrong. They might have wanted to P-fire the Revoker instead of the Crusader. Yeah, they generally check out Chalice, but I like to ensure that my plan, like, doesn't get hosed by my opponent's, like, bad sideboard decisions. Or at least try to consider the option. Also, like, they could Abrupt Decay this Vial, which is a thing that's more likely than them putting a Chalice on turn 1. Like, this hand is still keepable. It's really awkward if they do Abrupt Decay this Vial right now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop. Don't decay my Vial. Yeah. Cast something not scary. Oh, that's an Abrupt Decay. Alright, well, we drew another land, so that's good. What's my plan now? I think I'm gonna wait till Mother of Runes on like turn 3 when I can port plus Mom. I can just play Stoneforge Mystic right now. Go get Batterskull. We already have a Pro-Red Sword. My opponent's already burned a Decay, So I think I just want Batterskull on the off chance this Mon just, or this Stoneforge somehow lives this turn. Lily Edict or Bob plus Plow, that's annoying. So now I probably just have to Council Judgment this Bob. They have 2 cards left in hand, so we can't let them just draw a bunch of cards. Our plan is just to have more cards than our opponent. Hopefully this isn't like Liliana of the Veil. It's Loam. Oh, there's Chalice on one. Okay. Immediately draw another 1-drop. But we have Crusaders and Swords. If my opponent's last card isn't like Punishing Fire. Ugh. They don't have a Grove yet, though, so they have actual no cards in hand. I don't want to fire off this Wasteland. My opponent has like 9 million mana. Alright, if my opponent doesn't draw actual Grove of the Burn Willows, and we top deck a land, this game gets close to... they could have Liliana as well. Why not leave Chalice on the board? I don't know, man. Cycle Barrenmore. Oh no, they drew Grove! God! This is the one card we didn't want to see. It's annoying. Well, now we Wasteland this, Wasteland this Grove of the Burn Willows. I'd have to Council's Judgment this stupid Chalice. Just so we can cast our threats. I really don't want to, though. I think as it sits right now, I have a better chance of, like, finding stuff to do. I just play Sword of Fire and Ice this turn. I don't need to cast the Council's Judgment yet. Ooh, that's much better. Opponent can't even kill us with a Punishing Fire if they top deck it. We just need to dodge Liliana of the Veil now. Hit them for like 7, start drawing cards. Toxic Deluge? Yep. Oh, perfect. Now we can kill this Chalice without wasting a Council's Judgment. And so we can deploy our Mother of Runes. I also hate Deluge in this deck, but that's just me. Yeah, Deluge is really good against Death and Taxes, but I mean, I don't know. You're the Loam expert. I have no idea how good it may or may not be against me. Or against the field in general. It's obviously really good in this matchup. And they already used a Deluge. We're just going to run out all these moms. We can also just cast Batterskull next turn if they have second Deluge. I always want to like that card, but I just can't. Yeah, I have the one of Saravenger right now. It's like good in some matchups, not great in others. It's really good in the D&T mirror, which is kind of why I like it right now. Good against Delver and good against D&T. It's weird because like your beaters are so split across the decks you want to beat right now. Like Mirran Crusader versus Brightling versus Saravenger. Opponent says 10 lands and 5 spells, lol. Oh well. GG's going on, smiley face. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh? They did draw 5 spells and a bunch of lands, I guess. Well, that was fast. Now I don't know what to do for like the next 40 minutes. that match didn't take long at all. I'm still running 2 Brightling, 1 Crusader for beaters. Yeah, I'm on 2 Crusader, 1 Brightling, 1 Avenger right now. But I want to fit in the second Brightling. Because Miracles is definitely alive and kicking offline, but I don't think it's as alive online right now. Which is why I kind of trimmed down to the 1 Brightling. Let's record our data here. 73. Where's 4C Loam? Okay, here we go. 4 Loam. Alright. Lots of miracles and similar decks that Brightling. Yeah. What if it was me he played against? Well, we might have had a more than 13-minute long game, Lower Boy. And yeah, I agree, Chylith. Offline, there are going to be tons of Miracles players. I think we saw that at Richmond, that Miracles is definitely still alive and kicking. Just online, I don't know what happened, but, like, no one's playing that deck right now. And Brightling is not as good when you're playing against, like, a bunch of D&T. It's good against Grixis, but I think I like Crusader more against Grixis. Brightling gets walled by Strix, whereas Mirror Crusader gets walled by, like, Bolt. I have the Tormod Bear. Yeah, that's fine, too. I like that card. I cut it because I was scared of Dread Knights out of the Shadow decks. I wanted to kind of try to minimize my X1s. Yeah, the utility is really good. Obviously, there's like a lot of decisions for like 5-ish cards in the Death and Taxes deck. It's really weird. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe people are just bad, Loner Boy. What do you want, cat? Do you want to come up here? Do you want to say hi to the stream? Whoa. I sound like an elitist. Well, I mean, not everyone can be good at me. Like, it's not a bad way. Yeah, people. I mean, it's especially true with Death and Taxes. It's like a very beginner-friendly deck, or it's actually not a very beginner-friendly deck, but people view it as such because it's budget-friendly and like you don't have to make decisions with like brainstorm and stuff. Low Miracles 3 D&T are 3 decks you can 100% guarantee that there are a ton of really bad players with, and Burn. I don't know if I've ever met like I've met reasonable Burn players, obviously, because it's not hard to be like a decent Magic player deck. But have I ever met like a good Legacy Burn player? I don't think so. Just like really, really knows their craft in the same vein as like a good Miracles player or a good D&T player. Isn't 4-color one like also ungodly expensive because you're playing like a 4-color dual land deck? I guess none of your duels are blue, but I have no idea how expensive 4-color Loam actually is. Oh yeah, it took you over a year to know it. That was the same with me in D&T. I was messing up with this deck for years. The cheap lands variant, yeah. This cat just wants all the attention. Usually figured out D&D quite. Yeah, if it fits your playstyle. I actually didn't. Can you stop biting my face, cat? Huh? Can you stop biting my face? I'm not gonna pet you if you're just gonna chew at my face. D&D was. I literally went from like a casual, like moderate standard player to a legacy player because I had a friend who had like foil rug delver and he was just like, "Oh, come play legacy with me at all these events and stuff." I was like, "All right," and I built the cheapest deck possible. What do you want? So the learning curve was pretty high for me. Yeah, I don't even know. I've probably cast under 10 Brainstorms lifetime. I would probably be very bad at playing that card. Built the cheapest possible. I mean, I don't want to. I think he steered me away from playing like Burn. He was just like, okay, play like a reasonable deck. I can't cast Brainstorm. I've tried. Brainstorm is like a hard card to cast. I mean, sometimes it's not, but in fair decks, I think Brainstorm's a lot harder to cast than in combo decks, to be honest. In combo decks, it's just like, oh, I found my combo pieces, or I found stuff to protect the combo pieces. Let's go with those. But like it's harder to cast. The old adage is like the best Brainstorm is the one you never had to cast. Like, you don't just fire it off because you have 1 mana and a fetch land. You fire it off because you need things, and some of your like you have bad cards in your hand. If your hand's all good cards, why cast the Brainstorm? Unless you're like digging for something specific. Oh, I should update the title. Also, our record, I guess, because people are going to be coming in wondering what the record is. Let's update the banner. Did that update? I can barely see it on my screen. I need to scoot it over a little bit, it looks like. What do you want, cat? I'm trying to do things for the stream. How's the main board Ballista? Yeah, I cut the third Revoker for it, just because Revoker wasn't impressing me too much, except in the Mirror. Like, the only 2 matchups I really want are the Mirror and Sneak and Show, in terms of decks I expect to play a reasonable percentage of the time. And the Ballista's been okay. It hasn't, like, super impressed me in the main. I mostly just wanted to free a sideboard slot, because I wanted to play these 2 Gideons. My original list was 3 Revoker, I had a Ballista on the side, and the second Brightling on the side, and no Gideons. But I really wanted to, like, find room for them. So it was the most main boardable card in my sideboard. I still do want the second Brightling in the sideboard right now, but I have no idea. I have no idea what I want to make. What do I want to change in the sideboard right now? I just misplayed. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. 1 Gid, 1 Kata. Yeah, the Containment Priest is probably the easy cut. I just really like. I enjoy the card Containment Priest. It's realistically like the 16th sideboard slot in Death and Taxes, just like constantly. It's like almost. It's like right on the edge of being actually playable, but I play against too many Green Sun Zenith decks to not want Containment Priest. Also, I like that the red-black Reanimator lists right now are just stone cold to Containment Priest. Like, if you're on E.W. Landon's list, you just have actual no answers to a Containment Priest. It's all Wear, Tears, and Pithing Needles. What's up, you henny? What do you want, cat? Yeah, the one in Miracles is definitely a different breed than the one of in Death and Taxes. Oh god, no, don't fall on me. Three Revokers have been very useful. Yeah, I mean, I definitely like 3 Revoker. I made a bunch of decisions based on, like, wanting cards in my sideboard and stuff. Kogan, thanks for the 2-month resubscription. Thank you for your continued support. Oh, nope, I want to scroll down. There we go. Yes, we have a Sphinx cat all the time, and she is an attention hog. All she wants is attention. It's going to be really annoying once round 2 starts, because it's very inconvenient to have this in your lap while you're trying to play MTGO. What's her name? Her name is Dog. Our other cat is named Cat, so. So what's good? Well, we're 1-0 right now. That's pretty good. We beat Four-Color Loam in like 10 minutes, and now we're just sitting here waiting for round 2 to start. Yeah, it's here too. What's this food, though? She'll eventually be turned to a bitter asshole. Not Sphinxes. Sphinxes are actually like super affectionate. Apparently, they're very like dog-like in temperament, which is also one of the reasons we named our dog. So like all they want is attention all the time. They just like want to cuddle with you and stuff. Cat's already a bitter asshole though. Once had a cat named Turtle. Is there a story behind that one? What do you want, cat or dog, whatever? You weird flesh goblin. Ah, stop biting me. I do like both my cats. Cat will never do this, though. Cat will never just, like, sit on you and just purr and just hang out. Cat's just... Nope, just named a turtle. Nice. What's going on with you, you henny? Dog, why do you do this? I'm gonna have to kick you out once round 2 starts. I can't have you biting my face. Stop it. No face biting. Thanks for the 8 bits? Yeah, 8 bits. Yeah, Henny, you are now the top of the charts. Am I just working? Isn't it Sunday? Why are you working on Sunday? What do you want? What do you want, dog? Are you gonna bite my face again? Please don't. Please don't. No. Don't do it. What is your take on Black-White Sword? I have no idea what you're referencing. I just misplayed. Like, only Black-White deck I can think of is Dead Guy Ale. Talking about, oh, the Black-White Sword, duh. I'm an idiot. Talking about Sword of Light and Shadow. It's, I don't know if it sucks. I don't like it that much right now. It's nice having a pro-black sword against Death Shadow right now. But I like Sword of War and Peace because it kills combo decks fast, and it's much better against Miracles. In the Mirror, neither of the effects really matter that much. The Mirror things don't hit the graveyard too often, but if they do, I think Light and Shadow probably has a slight edge in the Mirror. It's much worse against Miracles, because Miracles is like Swords to Plowshares and Terminusing all your stuff, so you're never going to proc the bring back cards. Again, I like it that it's an option against Death Shadow, but I like that War and Peace just like kills combo opponents really fast. And also having a second pro-red sword against like the punishing fire decks, like lands, Four-Color Loam we just played against, or having a pro-red sword that clocks really fast against Sneak. Yeah. Also, the synergy with Crusader of being pro every color but blue is really nice. I've definitely like one-shotted people with a Crusader attack for 16 or whatever. I can see Light and Shadow being decent nowadays because of Grixis, because War and Peace is like stone unplayable against Grixis, and Light and Shadow is actually decent. But those aren't the matchups where I want to lean on equipment as much because they just have a bunch of K commands, so I'd rather have Haymakers like Gideons or Cataclysms. But yeah, I've been on the sort of War and Peace in the sideboard for a while, just because it hedges a lot of matchups. Yeah, I have an MP. I have the Masterpiece sort of War and Peace as well. I have Old Border, Fire Knights, and Light and Shadow, and I have a Masterpiece, War and Peace. Yes, Chylith dislikes foils. I need to order a foil Walking Ballista. I don't have one yet. Playing in the 40 duels Legacy tournament in St. Louis next month, so I need to update my stock of cards. How much time do we got left here? Oh, jeez, we still have like 25 minutes. These people are here to hang out and chat. Makes this wait not as boring. Yeah, exactly. Everyone has their own. Is Walking Ballista a must now? Definitely not. It's a tech choice. I'm only playing one in the main because I wanted to make room in my sideboard, so I cut a Revoker to put it in the main deck. It's nice to have. I think it's actually like surprisingly decent. I've been impressed by it, but it's definitely not a must. I would be happy playing a 75 without a Walking Ballista. Yeah, exactly. I'm basically whatever Chalice said. I agree with that. I'm still testing it, but it's been pretty good in testing so far. What are you doing, dog? You don't. We just cut your claws. You can't You can't have traction up there. You're not gonna be able to stand. Yeah, see, you're slipping. Oh god. Primarily good for the mirror and baleful strix, which yeah, exactly. Ugh. We can just violate when our opponent bins a bridge. I have done that once. I did that Friday against Dredge. Yeah. Helps against elves, but it's definitely not the card that beats elves. If you can weather until turn 4 and then play a ballista and ping off an elf and then untap and just ping off an elf every turn, preferably with like an Aether Vial in play too, so you can keep adding to the board, then it can help take down elves, but it's definitely not the nail in the coffin. If you can like turn 2 Aethersworn or Katana Breeze, cat, what are you doing? It's good against all cards with bridge in their text, really. It's good against a Snaring Bridge. We were playing against Red Prison, my opponent had like double bridge, and we were just like, alright, cast a Ballista for 4 and ping your face and then pump it up and stuff. Wouldn't main board it person. Yeah. It's whatever. I would put it back in the sideboard if I had space. I could like main deck if I could I also like the critical mass of 2s. Like I could move the Ballista for like a second Brightling and try to make space in the sideboard for the Ballista instead of making space in the sideboard for a second Brightling, but I don't know if that's correct. Killed my Death Shadow. Is Elves like 2080? Probably something like that. It's close. I am technically 2-1 in my Elves matchup since Deathrite Shaman has been banned, but I've gotten horrendously lucky. I think, let's look at pre-Deathrite ban. My Elves record. 1-7. 1 win, 7 losses. So total, I am, what, 3-8? Which is still really bad composite record. The way you built the deck. Yeah, I've been liking this configuration. I want room. If I were to play in paper, I want room for the second Brightling. Because, like, we saw Richmond. There's still. Miracle is still very much alive and kicking. It just hasn't been the focal point online for some reason or another. But I don't even know what I would be into cut. Probably the Containment Priest, but I really like Containment Priest. Or, like, I kind of want a third Revoker in the main, but the damn priest. She's not bad. She's just narrow, I suppose, is the word I'd go for. It just lights out against red black. Although red black's like not a bad matchup. So it's also really good against like Maverick, the secret best deck in Legacy according to some. Priest is like not great, but does it ever get sponsored? No, I haven't applied in a while. They wanted like a 20, I think 20 viewer average. I probably could get in at this point. We have like 250 followers and stuff, but I just haven't gotten back to applying. Consider 1-1 split of Gideon plus Cataclysm though. I like Gideons right now just because they can come in against Death Shadow and also be applicable in Miracles and Grixis, whereas Cataclysm's only Miracles / Grixis. It's the better card, but it's the more narrow card. And Death Shadow does kind of get scary games 2 and 3, so. No Remorseful Cleric. Yeah, I'm off the Remorseful Cleric right now because graveyard decks aren't super prevalent, and X1 white creatures are scary in the face of all these Shroud Knights right now. Yeah, Sarah Avenger is the slot. Yeah, Gideon's gas. Got the second prelate. Oh man, how do people find room for all these cards? There's too many good cards in Death and Taxes right now. Please don't bite my face. Just want to... Stop biting my face. When does the challenge start? It already started. We won round 1. Alright, get off, mate. We finished round 1 in like 10 minutes, so we're just sitting here hanging out. Don't play Container Priest or Second Canonist. I like Second Canonist a lot, both offline and online. I just run into a lot of decks where Canonist is good. I could definitely see cutting the Container Priest, which just I'm bitter and don't want to. But it's probably correct to cut the Priest for like a second Brightling or something. Clearly can't play Stoneforge Mystic. 2 busted. That's why we play Legacy, right? 2 busted for Modern, obviously. Although I should have gotten him for this challenge. Yeah, I literally barely made it. This is the second challenge I've done. I 2-5'd the first one, which was really embarrassing, but I went from 2-0 literally all the way to 2-5. But it was like 9:57, and the challenge started at 10, and I realized I only had 21 tickets, not 25. So I had to frantically buy the other tickets, because I was like, I couldn't sell these chests, but it's gonna like take too long. I have 3 minutes left. So we barely got in up in the stream in time. Starts. Oh, are you Pacific, Lumber Boy? Yeah, that's way worse. I just set my alarm for 8:30 and then woke up at like 9:10 and then barely made it. Canon's been good. I prefer second Prelate or third Crusader. I just don't know if cutting second Canon is like ever an option on the table for me. I've never been a big proponent of playing the third Recruiter on the sideboard. It's more for the grindy matchups than it is for the combo matchups, just because it's really slow. And the second Prelate, same thing. Unless you're playing against a lot of Sneak and Show, then Prelate's obviously like way better than Ethersworn Canonist. But Ethersworn just comes in against a bunch of random BS, in addition to Storm. Seattle, the Heart of Legacy. Yeah, I'm in St. Louis, the heart of nothing. We have some decent Legacy scene here, though. Moonbase likes to host big Legacy tournaments every couple of months. I won the last one. That was how I got the bye to Eternal Weekend, and now they're doing like one for 40 dual lands for the top 16 or whatever. I hear you, dog. You have to order another foil cannon. I mean, you don't need to. It's fine to play 1. I just like 2. 1 has been kind of floating around, but I play against too much Storm and stuff. I like having 6 just like windmill slams on turn 2 to beat, or to like weather the Storm matchup. Playing Fairy Macabre and Rips no surgical because money. It's very good. Do you agree that surgical is unnecessary? Yeah, you don't need surgical. Or just melt. Yeah, she's a good cat. Anyway, you don't need surgicals. They're good. I think they're much better than Fairy, but if you don't want to spend like the $50, you lose some percentage points in certain matchups. But Fairy's okay. The upside of Fairy is very minimal. The being able to be recruited and immunity to Chancellor. It's like only really matters on turn 1 or turn 3 if you didn't Vial on 1 and you play Recruiter on 3 against like red black. But surgical being so much better in like lands matchups and Storm, although it's not great in Storm, but much better than Fairy for sure. It's 40, yeah. What did I say? A number? I forget. They're only 20 each? I thought they were like 30 or 40 or something. I thought they were 40 each, but whatever. Maybe I was thinking of the buy a box promos being that expensive, because those are the first ones I got. I never bought normal surgicals. What do you want? At least you're not, like, biting my face this time. Let me just sit in my lap, cat. Unless your surgical is way... Yeah. If you're playing against a bunch of red-black, then Macabre is fine, but I like surgical more just because it's more versatile. And also sometimes just better than Macabre even in the Reanimator matchup. Buy a buck, surgical is 30. I don't know. I don't know prices, Yanny. Get off my case. Stop biting me. Why are you so bitey? Huh? Are you hungry? Is that it? It's primarily the lands matchup, I think, is... Yeah, I definitely have a... Second Cannon is definitely a card that you want to own. Not always, like, want to be playing in your configurations, but... It's definitely a card that is in a good number of 75s. If you're ever playing against... Yeah, exactly. Lands is the biggest matchup where you want surgical. Why are you like this, cat? Why are you like this? I like your list. Yeah, I'm really digging this list. Just a couple of changes that I'm not sure, like, exactly what I want, but I'm happy with this 75 right now. Especially online. I don't really want the second Brightling, except when I would play in paper, I probably want the second Brightling. Because there are probably a lot more Miracles players. What are you doing? Oh, God. Save me, chat. Gotta build my 200 D&D list binder. Yeah, I have a box with, like, the 76th through, like, 150th D&T sideboard card. What are you doing? Your fiancé. Cat stream now. Yeah, I've been off Palace Jailer since it got printed and it was hyped, and then I played it in several... I played it a lot, and I was pretty underwhelmed. And I continue to be underwhelmed, and if anyone wants to know my opinion, could you play some 1v1s? Like, just, like, in the downtime? I don't really want to, I don't want to, like, end up in the middle of a 1v1 and going into another league. Especially, maybe I could have, because I was literally 10 minutes, but... Like, I finished the round when the round time was only like 13 minutes, I think. I think I could have, like, jumped into something, but definitely not now when there are, like, 10 minutes left in the round. Yeah. If you want my opinion on Palace Jailer, just look at the semifinals of the Pro Tour, and it's like, it has really good upsides and then really big downsides. Not a big fan of a swingy card like that. Alright, see you later, Chylith. Why are you like this, dog? Please don't bite my ear. Don't do it. Don't do it. Nope. Yep, licking's fine. Don't bite me. I'm gonna have to kick you off when I start this next round. How many people are playing in this? 80 players? I have no idea how many rounds it is. Probably like 7. It's usually 7. Is anyone in here that's like... Oh, we actually only have 2 matches left. I don't recognize a lot of names. I recognize some names as like people I've played before, but I just like don't know what they're on. Don't recognize a lot of names in like big players or streamers or pros or anything. Oh, there's Julian. Never mind. He's 1-0. Hopefully we don't get paired into Julian. Free me from the shackles of this cat.
I cannot. She's not letting the other cat eat. No.
Alright. Gotta go too. Now order some food. Alright, later, you Henny. Good seeing ya. We'll be here for a while, so feel free to stop it back in anytime. We 6 more rounds. I should look that up. Round. Can I do round calculator? Yeah, Swiss tournament calculator, something like that. Yeah, 7 rounds, 65 to 128 people. Players 80 rounds 7. So it looks like 5-2 might be able to squeak in. Oh yeah, because there are like no draws online. So looks like 5-2 can squeak in, and 2 slots they're just gonna be like 1-7-0, 5-6-1s, and 12 5-2s. So yeah, it's like top 32, right? So it looks like 4 and 3 can prize back, something like that. All right, how we doing? Just waiting on Boyne and Zoomakin. Bunch of numbers. Maybe if I grabbed a toy, I could entertain her without her beating me up. Oh god, nope, it's too late. It's too late now. It's back to cat stream. The cat stream is back. Hello. Hello. Don't slip. Don't slip. You don't have your claws are trimmed. You don't have the traction. There you go. Yep. You can just sit in my lap and don't make a fuss while this next round starts. No, no biting. What did I say? Her toy's like right over there. I'm gonna give her that, so I think she just needs to play, to calm down. Nope, you need to get up. You need to get off me. I'm gonna get up and get your toy. Nope, move. I'll be right back. All right. Hearthstone is stupid. Magic is better. Yeah. I mean, I agree that Magic is better, but I'm not like anti-Hearthstone or anything. People play what they want, and if you have fun playing Hearthstone, more power to you. I don't personally enjoy it, but that's my own thing. Oh, there we go. 2 more minutes until the next round. I think Hearthstone is definitely also coming into its own and getting better in terms of what they're doing. The inherent random, the ability to generate RNG, like have RNG in a game is cool to an extent, but like when there are huge decisions that are decided by RNG, that's what I don't like. And that's also kind of why I don't like Hollow One that much, because it's RNG and it's like huge amounts of variance in Magic. It's like, oh, well, I have a 50% chance to like play 2 Hollow Ones and win the game, but I can also have the other 50% chances I'm going to discard these Hollow Ones and like lose horribly. Like that's not very interesting to me. But when there are like tiny RNG elements that are like really cool. Yeah, Hearthstone. I don't know a lot about the Hearthstone meta. Sometimes I watch like streamers, like Brian Kibler, but I think the meta is pretty controlling right now. I don't pay attention or pretend to know a whole lot about it, but give me the toy. only have 17 more seconds to play cat. And then I have to actually start the second round. Alright. Hopefully that'll distract her. As we go into round 2. Oh, wow. That didn't take long. Alright. I'll be on the play. This hand is awkward, but I think it's good enough. My opponent is, in fact, on Esper Stoneblade, and this hand is pretty medium. I do like turn 1 Mom. I think I'm going to keep this. Probably going to, like, recruit a Stoneforge or something. What's up, Yahenni? We just started round 2. Oh, alright. This changes things. Are we just playing... Is this Lance this time? No, it's just 4-color Loam again? No, Basic Swamp. What is happening? Oh, Tezzerator? Wait, Misty, though. Whatever the answer is, I'm just going to Rashad-import them. Like, dude, does Tezzerator... I don't think Tezzerator plays Misties, right? It's my best guess right now, though. This Brightling looks really stupid. Might have to recruit a Mirran Crusader at this stage. Double Wisp to start wisping a recruiter. Might be Blade with Mox. Is that a thing that exists? Can I pull up this list? Wouldn't assume that that exists, but... They were playing Baleful Strix, but they were not playing Mox Diamonds. So... I think I'm just going to grab Mirran Crusader here. We just need something to be able to punch through these Strixes. I could also grab Ballista, maybe. Ping Ping. Might actually be better. Ballista can guarantee kill these Strixes, whereas Crusader can't. Crusader just like attacks through the Strixes until they have another answer. This can take these Strixes off the table to make these Flicker Wisps way better. They have 4 mana going into this turn, assuming they can hit a land drop, or a Mox Diamond drop. I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, it's a Jace. That makes sense. It's going to be awkward if they have Force, but I can't really afford to play around that. Please no counter. Ooh, nice. Clearly Sultai Tezzerator. If I knew that that was a deck, then I would consider it, but I assume it's got to be some Tezzerator list with Baleful Strix and Mox Diamond. Let's see what they fetch here. Oh, well, maybe you're in, Yahenni. Maybe you're right. 3rd Baleful Strix. Ugh. Opponent drawing mono Baleful Strix is a real backbreaker here. But we can just Flicker Wisp this turn and set up, like, try to Mom in the Wisp. Like, Wisp plus 2nd Mom. And then get blown up by Toxic Deluge, of course, but... You also like Brightling plus Mom. Oh, they're just getting rid of the... They're killing off the Mom here. This sets up potentially me being able to kill this Jace here. Just like decay the Mom. Oh, gee, what is happening? They're just like Sultai with Mox Diamonds? Like, you just cut Deathrite Shamans, play Mox Diamonds? That's their plan? I think I have to Flicker Wisp the Strix, kill the Jace, honestly, and then play Mom. It's not good, for very obvious reasons, but... they get to draw another card and stuff. But they get to draw a lot more cards if I don't kill this Jace, so... And we'll just, like, overload the board with X1 so they can't, like, ping off everything. They have to choose what they're going to ping off and hope maybe there's a chance I can, like, snipe the Lily. Yeah, figured they'd do that. I honestly have no idea what my opponent is playing. Yeah, sure, why not? That's in their deck. So I could Wisp my own Wisp to take this Lily out of play, and it comes back in at 3, and then I have, like, double Flicker Wisp to try to kill it. Or I could, like, Wisp my Recruiter to go get Mirran Crusader, but that feels like it's going to take too long. I don't think they're on Tezzeret anymore, Henny. I think they're just on, like, Mox Diamonds to accelerate out their control package, which is weird, but just accelerate out, like, higher mana cost stuff. They have, like, Abrupt Decay here. If they have Abrupt Decay, we're just super hosed. Ugh. Yeah, my guess is Sultai control just with Mox Diamonds. It just seems like a weird choice, but... I think I actually want to offer the trade with this Baleful Strix here. If they want to trade here and then kill my Wisp, then this Brightling actually has a chance to survive. This thing goes up to 6, I play Brightling, and then... Yeah, I'm going to offer the trade here. Yeah. Because I need to get that Baleful Strix off the table to do stuff with this Brightling. Although they have now a flipped Azcanta too. Yeah, sure, ping that off. It's Bug Loam. Yeah, activate Azcanta, sure, whatever. Oh, they just hardcast 4, sorry. Yeah, we're dead. Last card was just Force of Will. We actually had a plan for, like, 2 Baleful Strixes. Did not have a plan for, like, 3 and just a bunch of stuff. What? I'm still trying to figure out what this deck is. It's gotta just be, like, Bug Control. With Mox Diamonds, for some reason. What is the Loam for in Bug Loam? They haven't played anything that seems Loam-worthy besides a single Wasteland. Perfect timing, Sanctum Prelate. That is Waste and Mox. Like, why do you want to play Life from the Loam in this deck? Whisper Recruiter, get Crusader. That was an option on the table. Then my opponent can just replicate that Recruiter on that turn, right? Also, I don't know how far. Yeah, I don't know how far back you are in chat there. We're literally dead to this Liliana. It's not worth casting anything. This Liliana's gonna ult, and we will never, ever, ever win the game when they're at 18 life. Sure, Liliana the Veil. It's just like Bug Walkers, and you just accelerate into them with Mox Diamonds. It just seems like hard Bug control. I would not be surprised if my opponent did not have Life from the Loam in their deck. Like, I think it's just Bug control. they do have loams, alright. Well, turns out I was wrong. These loams don't seem very good, to be perfectly honest. What are the what matchup are the loams for? What makes loam a good card? Yeah, we're dead. Like, why does this deck want life from the loam? To make up for them playing Mox Diamond? Is that their whole plan? I'm just very, very confused. Like, do I even want Rest in Pieces? What's in their deck? Well, Council Judgments and Gideons, that's for sure. Rest in Peace beats Life from Loam, but, like, why do I want to beat Life from Loam? Am I concerned about it? But how are you grinding people in the dust with lands? Like, none of your lands do anything, right? It's not like you're getting back Cabal Pits. You're just getting back Wastelands. Not getting back Cabal Pits or, like, things to Punishing Fire them or Dark Depths combos. It's just, like, Ancestral Recall for lands. Like, I don't think I want to board in Rest in Peace against this deck. Unless they have, like, treasure, or, like, not treasures, delve threats and such. We just cut, like, most, if not all of these plows. This is a matchup where I actually just want a pile of Phyrexian Revokers. I just might have not seen their utility lands. I'm gonna guess. Do I want Rest in Peace here? I'm just very confused. Utility lands don't seem great when you can't, like, tutor for them. You're not gambling, you're not knighting, you're just sometimes draw a Cabal Pit or a cycle land, maybe? I don't know. Very perplexed by my opponents. I think we can just cut all these swords. Opponents only... it seems to be their win con is just Baleful Strix and Planeswalkers. What would I cut for these Rest in Pieces if I wanted them? I actually want the GTN's matchup for Strixes. Thalia seems really good in this matchup, as opposed to, like, most control matchups. Opponent's deck does seem very mana hungry, so taxing them can be a plan if they don't just, like, cast a Loam on turn 2. I don't even know if I want it. I think I just like this configuration. I could cut Sanctum Prelate, but opponent had, like, 2s and 3s. I'm just gonna submit like this. Not confident I want Rest in Peace. Well, this hand's pretty gas. Hopefully they're, like, lead on some Mox Diamond shenanigans. We just revoke all their Mox Diamonds and Thalia them out of this game. Thalia, Wasteland Port, Revokers. Nothing, huh? I'm gonna play Karakas here. No. The odds of me playing anything besides, like, Wasteland plus Revoker next turn are very low. I think I will do Karakas, though. Gonna fire off a Brainstorm here. Gonna fire off nothing here? Sure. Might actually just port them here. Leave up Karakas. Plan on wastelanding them down the road. I don't know why they fetched if they weren't just gonna cast anything ever. Basic Island, I imagine. Yep. They do have cycle lands. Look at that. Fetid Pools. Opponent's deck is very confusing. I'm gonna port their blue source because I'm not really afraid of their black cards. Like, their removal spells aren't really good right now. You can cast a Strix here, but kind of want... They're just going to fetch, like, basic forest and just have all their mana in basics. Do I want to, like, revoke Liliana the Last Hope here? No, if I'm porting them, they can't do anything, right? They can't cast a Lily, they'll only have 3 mana. Although if they, like, Fatal Push this, I'd pick it up, and then they Liliana Last Hope were kind of up shit creek a little bit. I wish I could play this Vial for 1 mana. I don't want to Shields down on this Thalia, though, so I can't port plus Revoker, so I'm just going to port. They just go, like, 3rd land Life from the Loam here, then we're just going to jump off the port plan immediately. Slam, like, Brightling. Yeah, this feels like a Life from the Loam. Oh, Surge for Azcanta. Alright. I think I want sort of Fire and Ice here. Hello, cat. Yet again. Is there any rule against communicating with you while you play a challenge? Not sure how the rule's different versus live playing comp. I don't think people really care. I think it's technically not allowed that you're like playing with other people, but no one actually cares. Cat, must you do this right now? Get like Wasteland plus Aether Vial here. That puts the shields down the Karakas. I could just port. I could port plus Wasteland. I think I actually almost like port plus Wasteland here. It does put the shields down the Thalia, but it also taxes them a lot more. But like people stream challenges and stuff all the time. People have streamed like PTQs and stuff. I streamed a PTQ once. It's not really a big deal. Oh yeah, why did I fire off the Wasteland? I'm gonna flip this Azcanta. Oops. Gonna port their forest here. Land Liliana the Last Hope. Wouldn't be that bad. We just revoke it, and plus sort of Fire and Ice. Yeah, this is a Deluge? Yeah, sure. There's 7. Oh, geez. That's excellent. Solid draw. Solid draw. Mox Diamond seems a little late to the party here. Pulse my Gideon. Rude. Man, that was rude. So how do I do this? Opponent has 2 cards left in hand. We have enough mana to play an equipped sword and swing for lethal if it's on a Brightling, but I can't double spell if I play Brightling because then my shields are down on saving it. Alternatively, I could go like Revoker, go like Liliana the Veil, Liliana the Last Hope, something like that. Keeping this Vial in my hand to discard the Lily if need be. I could also just... No, I don't really care if this Lily actually ticks up. Could go like Liliana the Last Hope Jace and just not care about this Lily. Because Last Hope is just much scarier. They have removal spell plus Last Hope, though. Maybe that's actually the worst case. Just go Last Hope plus Last Hope. Plan on like try to play Equipped Sword next turn. Brightling plays the highest upside. They have 2 cards in hand, and I could lethal them with the Brightling next turn, but...
Why
Why are you like this, cat? I think my opponent would have played Last Hope over Veil there just to make my guy an 0-1. Although that would have got punished. No, they don't have the swords that might have got punished, so. No, I think Jace is a better name. Because Jace is a card they couldn't have cast here, so it's a card that could be in their hand. Let's get super punished. I don't even care if they activate this Lily right now. I'd rather hedge against scarier cards that could be in their hand. What are you doing, dog? Yeah, sure. I'm snapping off, discarding this Aether Vial. They discard something. Discard Leovold. I guess I have this Karakas in play. Good to know that they have Leovold in their deck. Oh god, is this Abrupt Decay into Liliana the Last Hope? That thing that I almost played around? Oh no, it's Abrupt Decay into Jace. Oh yeah, they targeted the other one. Like up, down tick on this guy? Yeah. Ooh, that's a good one. Council's Judgment the Jace. Name Liliana the Veil now? Because I'd rather, if they do top deck a removal spell, I think I'd rather them have a Liliana of the Veil in play, because that doesn't beat Brightling very well. Them having a Jace in play is just insanely scary. Of the Veil. Activate Azcanta, yeah. If they find a removal spell, it actually gets pretty bad here. They can plus. Try to loam, deal. Oh no, if they wasteland me, that's annoying. Now I don't have mana to play an equipped sword, so I'll probably just cast Brightling here. The last card in hand is Loam, though. So if I do draw land, we just play equipped sword, kill the Lily, put them to 3. Ooh, nice. Alright, let's see if they can kill me. They can like cycle, activate Azcanta, do stuff. What did they draw? They got Wasteland, Fetid Pools back. Makes sense. Activate Azcanta. Find Maelstrom Pulse. They can pulse my Revoker if they want, but then they can't pulse the sword. Wasteland me. Oh no, they're just firing off pulse here. You know we have Brightling. Hey! Damn it, cat! Stupid cat. Bit my hand right as I was about to click and I totally flinched. So 5 mana, so I think I want a Brightling plus Mom. Plus, because Mom is lethal with the sword too, plus leave up mana. This produces 2 lethal threats. One of which is very hard for them to kill. They need to like just draw running removal spells. Either of these is lethal with a sword in play. Don't give me that look. Don't give me that look, cat. Get out of here. I'm trying to figure out how they live. I imagine that's what they're doing. Two of the cards in their hand are Wasteland and Fetid Pool, so they realistically only have 2 cards in hand. Yep, cycle Fetid Pools. Baleful Strix. That's definitely not lethal. Or definitely not, like, stopping lethal, because I can equip Sword. It does cantrip them further as well, and I do need to play around Rick removal spells at that point, but I can just equip Brightling and attack, and that's lethal, because I'll have the Mother of Runes to, like, protection. Okay, they're just dead. Cool. We need to go to game 3 now. We also saw more of their deck. Alright. Opponent has multiple Maelstrom Pulses in their deck. Opponent's deck is super mana hungry. I don't imagine this is a very good matchup. Maybe we do want Rest in Peace. Again, it only hits Loam, so their Loam engine is just like cycling lands and wastelands, it looks like. Which, it inhibits them from getting like taxed out of most games. But I don't think it's scary enough to warrant me playing Rest in Peace, right? It just seems like it's going to be a dead card often. Like, it turns off their Loams, but it also turns off, like, me having a card in my hand that would otherwise possibly be relevant. It's 4-color Loam, blue instead of white, no P-Fire. I mean, it's blue instead of white, and then also no red. I guess the red is, like, the only card you play P-Fire for, so. Yes, please get this cat out of here. It would have been really awkward if she had, like, bit my arm right as I was about to, like, make a move and totally threw the mouse off the desk. I don't want her messing up. I'd have been really mad if I, like, had an F6 through return and just, like, lost the whole game because of that. But anyway. Yeah, like, the only cards I want ripped for in the 4-color Loam matchup is Loam and Knight, but you actually have scary Loam targets, too. I'm gonna get, like, super punished. My opponent's gonna have Cabal Pit in this next game, and we're not gonna have Rest in Peace. We'll just never, ever, ever beat it, but... What would I cut if I wanted these Rest in Pieces? Like, nothing. I want all these cards. I guess Avenger is probably the worst card in the deck. I could see cutting Avenger. But then, after that, what? Because Avenger doesn't dodge any of the removal. It's not like dodging Punishing Fires or anything. I think I'm just going to run it back. I've been liking Walking Ballista. Haven't seen it in D&T. Yeah, it's kind of like newer innovation post-Pro Tour. I've been liking it okay. I haven't tested it too thoroughly, but it's been pretty strong. I think I'm supposed to keep this hand. It's close, though. I could just, like, die to Wastelands. I wonder if I'm supposed to Wasteland this. Probably not. If I had more than 2 lands, it would be okay, but I'm playing Mother Runes into, like, just Fatal Push here seems bad. Opponent technically hasn't cast a Fatal Push yet. If about higher land counts. Haven't they cast a cantrip? Are they, like, on Chalices? This is, like, I just realized that they're probably playing, like, Chalice of the Voids in this deck, aren't they? They haven't cast a single cantrip. Well, that's a card that exists. That's also, like, the worst draw on the deck. How do you feel about higher land counts? 24 is as high as I go. I think Alan Wu was, like, a little bit crazy when he was like, we could play, like, 27 lands. You just, like, there's so many cards you want in this deck that playing 27 lands seems insane. You just lose out on all these, like, tutorable bullets. What am I playing here? It just has to be Revoker. Wastelanding is obviously really bad, but what am I revoking? Leon the Last Hope, I think, is the worst card for me. Jace the Mind Sculptor is kind of bad, too, but... I guess Leon the Last Hope isn't that bad right now, because I have an active Mom, so I think Jace is probably worse up front. I guess I could have revoked Mox Diamond. That probably would have been smarter. I kind of forgot they had it in play. Because revoking Mox Diamond also kind of revokes the Jace for a turn, because they couldn't play it here. Oh, God. Just like Wasteland my Wasteland, I immediately lose the game. Oh, thank God they're tapping it. That means we have one turn to draw land before they smell the blood in the water and just kill me. Why even Deluge there? Just, do they care about the Revoker that much? Land, please, one time. Land. Oh, thank God, we're still alive. Yeah, the Deluge there seemed not great. Just like, they really wanted to kill the Revoker. Which means I think I want to put another Revoker on Jace? The Deluge there strikes me as like, I have the last card in my hand is Jace the Mind Sculptor. Otherwise, why ever cast that? They'd have just Dread Knighted and attacked. Well, I would have given Pro Black, but like, they don't care, right? They're just a 2-1. Or Mox Diamond. I don't like Revoking Mox Diamond. I guess I could like... Why are they running Dread and Deluge? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess they can't cast the Jace if I Revoker the Mox Diamond. That's a fair analysis. And makes them less incentivized to wasteland me. This is already... Yeah, I don't know. Dread of Night seems kind of crazy in their deck because their deck seems really loaded to beat me. Yeah, it's just loading on the Veil. Sure, why not? White Source. It's an Aether Vial. Not the worst card I've ever drawn. But it's also just... We're super hosed here. I'll let them wasteland me now. I'm gonna port their blue, trying to stop them from... Oh, duh, they have a Leofold. I'm an idiot. Oh, well. I think we're just like dead here anyway. I don't think we're beating Deluge Dread of Night in like a million years. If we had more white sources, we might have had a chance, but it's Loam. Wasteland me again. Yeah, sure. Discard this Batterskull. Yeah, please keep drawing. I'd love for them to keep casting life from the Loam. I don't love that. Opponent just really wanted to beat D&T, apparently. Not much we can do about that. I think I'm just discarding the equip... I should have cast Stoneforge here. Because now I have to just discard it, instead of having a 1-2 in play. That was dumb. So I kill this. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, definitely should have cast this Stoneforge here and just discarded the equipment. I guess the 1-2 is not super relevant in the face of this Leovold, but... Maybe my opponent's bad, and they'll attack with this Baleful Strix here, with this Vial on too. No attacks at all. Alright. I think we still have to just Vial this in. If we draw, like, Flicker Wisp, we could try to take the Jace off the table, question mark? Oh, no, we can't even. This is a 2-2. Nice. I'll attack the Lily. Yeah, sure, trade. That's fine. We are ultra dead. Phantasmal image? What on earth is my opponent's... What is this phantasmal image for? Why is it in their deck? What? What is this for? What does it do? I'm gonna ask my opponent after this this game is over. Or like right before this game ends. That deck is a masterpiece. I'm blown. Like, this phantasmal image is really throwing me for a loop. It's just they really want even more baleful Strixes. Those just died to Flicker Wisps. What a... I'm so confused. Ooh, we have Karakas for this Leovold, and then they waste out my Karakas and replay Leovold, and then we die. But we have to play this Karakas first, otherwise we just discard the Liliana. I also want to keep playing just so we see more of their deck. Oh, they didn't dredge Loam. Disappointing. Just want to know what's in their deck. I'm trying to think of a scenario in which this phantasmal image is... Okay, I can quote-unquote see matchups where you might want phantasmal image. Like, you take your opponent's true name or something. You take your opponent's Merit Lage or whatever. But, like, why would you bring it in here, of all matchups, too? Like, what are you copying that's relevant? What is their plan? We're super dead. They're playing... Yeah, they have a phantasmal image sitting right here in the side, or in the graveyard. I'm so confused on why this phantasmal image is in their deck. We're super dead. I'm just gonna ask the opponent, because we're dead. I'm conceding. I don't want to play this game anymore. What the heck is happening? I'm just gonna wait here. Maybe my opponent doesn't respond. Maybe they do. I needed more blue cards to reliably cast Force. So not sure if I follow that logic. Just runs a 1-of Phantasmal Image. Yeah, opponent says, I needed more blue cards to reliably cast Force, so I chose to run for 1 image. Yeah, I'm definitely not sure that I follow that logic, like, at all. I'm deeply perplexed by the logic of, I need another blue card to play Force of Will in my deck. Let's play a 1-of Phantasmal Image. What? But, like, why? There's, like, actual no other, like, you could probably find several better blue cards in this format. So let's assume for a moment that they're playing Chalice in their main deck, which makes sense. They probably are. That's why they didn't cast any Brainstorms or Ponders or anything throughout the whole match. They're a Chalice deck. So they can't play, like, cantrips, but they still need to play Force of Will. They're playing, like, 4 Baleful Strix. Let's assume that they're playing 4 Jace somehow. Which seems like much too many Jace, but I think I'd rather play a 4th Jace than a Phantasmal Image still. And then they're playing Search for Azcantas. I think I'd play like at least 3 Search for Azcantas before I play a Phantasmal Image. Probably still play 4 before I play. What matchups is that good against? Like, I need a blue card. Time to play this. What is? I'm so confused. Opponent's deck is obviously like gonna kill my deck 8 ways from Sunday, but Loam only finds Wasteland. Opponent also had Cycle Lands in their deck, so it was just for Wastelands and Cycle Lands, I guess. I am very deeply perplexed by my opponent's deck. But it was also just always going to wail on me for until the end of time. Like, that seems like a very horrendously bad matchup. Very, very confused. What is the lot? There's gotta be some, like, better 2-drop blue cards than Phantasmal Image in this format. Like, play True Name Nemesis. It's a 3-drop, but, like, it just seems way better than Phantasmal Image. Play a freaking Dimir Charm. Like, probably has more relevant text than a Phantasmal Image does. They like don't have any creatures. You just like play 5 Baleful Strixes. Like that's your plan. Play a no, anything. I'm so confused. Why? Why? And also, why keep it against Death and Taxes is another confusing thing, because it seems really bad against Death and Taxes. Oh, I'm gonna copy my Baleful Strix. Oh, never mind, it just gets Flicker Wisp and dies. Like, copy your Recruit of the Guard, go tutor up a Baleful Strix, get ya. Play Snapcaster Mage! Why isn't that in their deck? You play Snapcaster Mage just like like years and years before you play a Phantasmal Image, right? Oh god. Snap seems, yeah, exactly. Snap seems like a card that could easily be in their deck, and yet we just didn't see it for 3 games, and I don't think they had one. Also explains why they didn't have like Fatal Push and stuff. I am like 100% sure they're a Chalice deck, so they weren't playing any cantrips. That's why they're playing Mox Diamonds, like Mox Diamond Chalice bug nonsense. But I agree that most of their deck building decisions are like fine for what the deck that they wanted to play was. It's like, okay, I want to play Chalice of the Voids in my like Planeswalker control deck, whatever, instead of playing cantrips. Sure, if I agree with that jumping off point, I'm still just very, very, very confused on this Phantasmal Image. I think I'm just like snap Abrupt Decaying or snap Maelstrom Pulsing 900 times before I'm ever casting a Phantasmal Image in this format. I think all the other cards in their deck made sense if they were going to play a Mox Chalice bug deck. Like that, their deck seemed fine in that regard. This Phantasmal is just really throwing me for a loop. Also, I don't think their deck needs Tread of Night. I think their D&T matchup is very, very good, regardless. Tread of Night definitely seems like overkill. Especially in their Chalice deck. Playing a spicy Nick Fib earlier. Got to play a Neoplasm, Exiling a True Name, and a Frost Titan. 9/7 True Name. That's basically Progenitus at that point. What the fuck does Neoplasm even do? Doesn't it like... Why is it a nut? I thought it was like copy the characteristics of one creature and the power of toughness of the other. Does it combine them? As a copy... Oh, as a copy of one of those cards with 1/1 counters equal to power. So yeah, So it becomes one card and adds the power and toughness to the other. So yeah. So it just becomes a true name with 6/1/1 counters. Alright, that's what that card does. It's almost Progenitus at that point. Better in some regards. Just cram random EDH. Yeah, Nick Fit is literally just legacy EDH. Play against so many nonsense Nick Fit decks. Regisaur Alpha is just like a legacy playable card. Oops, not what I want to do. Oh god, how do I get out of here? I clicked on the voice chat thing in oh, how do I? There we go. Disconnect. There we go. I accidentally clicked on the voice chat thing in Discord, which I did not want to do. What's up, Pleasant Kenobi? Thanks for the raid. Oh god. We are getting toot rated, I suppose. Thanks, Pleasant Kenobi. I definitely appreciate it. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Does record? Yeah, there we go. That's not true, MTG bot. You're lying. We just lost. Oh yeah, we just lost round 2. I didn't update that in the banner though. We're 1-1 right now. Lost to like Bug Loam pile. Record says here 0-0. Yeah, I don't know what MTG bot's deal is. Okay, it got that I was in round 2. But it thinks I was on game 1, I guess? I don't know. But yeah, we got housed. It was ugly. What's the list today? You can type exclamation point deck list, or if you're on desktop, you can hit the little purple button somewhere. Look like it's in chat or something. The Stream Decker thing. We can also just go over the deck list while we're waiting here. I spent like 15 minutes trying to figure out why there was a Phantasmal image in my opponent's Bug Loam deck. It was very confusing. It seemed really bad. That Twiggy guy, thank you for the follow. I don't know why there aren't like raid notifications also. Because I got the notification in Streamlabs that I got raided, but I didn't hear any noise. I don't know if anything popped up on the stream. But thank you for the raid again. Awesome. Oh yeah, it's off to the right. Oh no, it's right here. Never mind. I always move it. It's usually hiding over or off to the right after Batterskull, but I try to move into the 2-drop slot whenever I remember. I've been liking it. It's usually in the sideboard. It was in the sideboard for a while, but I wanted to make room in the sideboard, so I cut a Revoker and was trying it in the main deck. Oh god. We're off to the... Ugh. This hand is super awkward. On the play... This hand is really good if we're playing against like Grixis or Miracles. If we're playing against any Delver combo. Don't open the fridge! Thanks for the follow. Appreciate the support. This hand's... Even if I was really good, but... I think this is a mulligan. If the opponent's on a hand, or if the opponent's on a deck, hand is gas. That's true. Maybe I'm supposed to keep this. The file is really strong. I wasn't sure if I wanted to cut Revoker, but it was like the easiest cut, the third Revoker. Did you have to? Yeah. This hand is very, very borderline. I'm gonna ship it. I hate mulliganing. mediocre 7s into bad 6s. Risky game 1. Yeah, it's definitely on the fence. Not opposed to it. Am I keeping this 6 is the question now. I have, like, turn 1 Vial and then die after that. Sand's also as bad against combo as my 7 was, but yeah, I'm not going to 5 here. Unless my opponent gives a 6, I'd consider it, but this hand is just much worse than my 7. And Pleasant Kenobi, thanks for the follow. But I prepared for our file to get forced, and we get wastelanded, and we just die, yeah. Tyranin, thanks for the follow as well. I think those happened in opposite order, but thank you everybody for the follows. If you don't know who I am, my name is John Ryan, or XJCloud on Twitch and Twitter and Discord and stuff. I stream a bunch of Death and Taxes, Modern and Legacy, so if you ever want to come hang out, drop a follow. come by anytime. We play a bunch of Thalias in all formats. Opponent, yeah, maybe they like left. Like they got up to go to the bathroom or something, and they didn't come back in time for the challenge to start, so. Slappy Wag 88, thanks for the follow. I have you on Twitter. Oh, you're Jetpack Blues. Cool. Oh, and Mono Hell. Thanks for the follow as well. There we go. Scry planes to the top, easy every time. Man, that is tempting, but we also really want lands. Alright, not forced. We're in business. Is it the mirror? Oh, balls. Don't know if the bridge doesn't fit on Twitter. Hey, I spread this to the bottom, Moto. Moto's just going to remember the Aether Vial, and we're just immediately going to lose the game. Alright, just a Stoneforge at least. Mom would have been so good to keep on the top, right? Moto decided to veto my decision. Moto knew that I needed this Mother of Runes. White source? Ugh. Alright, time to lose. We can equip to a mirror, and if we ever find a second land, and if they don't have a flyer to put their sword on, or if they don't have a mom here on instep. Waste him for sure. Is wasting a good plan? Like, hope they don't have a third land? Because I want my second land, I think, more than I want to hope my opponent doesn't have a third land. Because I need to equip my sword if I want to do anything. Or, like, I need to equip my GT. So I don't think I'm wasting. Oh god, this is a mom. Maybe now we waste, because now we can't win the GT race, so we're just dead. We just need to hope my opponent has another land. Because now we just straight up can't beat this Mother of Runes GT plan. Unless we draw a white source to, like, plow. Wouldn't they, yeah, I think I'm gonna wasteland now, because the only plan now is hope they don't. Hope they don't, like, play plus equip GT. Hope we can take them off of that, but it's not likely. You usually can't waste Death and Taxes. Ooh. Aha! We did it! Nope, I'm gonna activate my Vial in response. I do not want to get Revokered here. Although if we get Revokered here, we're still losing, but... just Thalia deal. Alright, so this is a game. They have 2 vials to my 1, though. Aha! We have a land. That's 1 step closer to Zumazawa's GT. Also, they... oh no, yeah. The Thalia doesn't actually stop them from the GT, because they can just put it on here, though. Here's a port, you need time to plan equip. Yeah, exactly. Once the mom happened, then I want a wasteland. I think pre-mom, I think I was okay holding the land. We want to recruiter, I think probably. Recruiter for wisps, just as a plan. I also like wisp their Aether Vial at some point. But I probably just want to like make a bunch of 3/1s. Try to win the aerial battle. What is this? Shouldn't be scared of anything, right? For Aven Mind Sensor. Super punish me. It's just a wisp. They're gonna wisp my vial. Now do I want a recruiter? This vial's gonna take like 800 years to get back online now. Do I Crusader and hope to find the land to just kill them? I think this Revoker's not gonna do anything. Or not the Revoker, this Recruiter's not gonna do anything. I could Recruiter for a Revoker. Just try to win the mana fight here. Thins the deck marginally. Yeah, Recruiter for a Revoker actually. Or, yeah, I actually do like that. Because I could also revoke Jite if I need to. If I'm behind on the race. Could recruit Ballista, but that doesn't seem very good here. I mean, it seems okay. I could actually... No, because they already have the flyer to beat me. I can just grab Revoker, because it has multiple options on it. I can turn off their vials if I draw a second land, or I can turn off their Jite if they get to it before me. Land? No. Still get value on the vial on 0. Good plan, good plan. Is this like a second mom? That doesn't matter particularly. It makes the plow worse. But in general, me having the single mom lets me try to punch through a GTA Connect if I get to the 2 mana before my opponent does. Nope. Alright, looks like we're revoking GTA. Unless they put in GTA and then revoke my file. Sure. What? Okay. Trying to just bluff the heck out of me. Seemed like not the best vial activation I've ever seen in my life, but... What was I supposed to do there? Freak out about a Phyrex Revoker and then lose? You know, like, flicker out my only land? Ooh, a castable spell, look at that. If they ever get another Wisp, we still die. They can Wisp out my Revoker. Oh no, we have Mother Friends. We're okay. I'm gonna put this in on their upkeep so they can't, like, Wisp it out or something on their turn and then untap and do it again. I think is the plan. Like, if they Wisp it out, I pro-white it, they untap and they plow it. I'm gonna let them waste mana too. I don't think I want them to get counters on this by equipping. Yeah, I think I just, like, want to make sure this doesn't get any counters, at least. I don't think they're wasting that much mana either, considering they just have vials on 3 and 2. That was Jite. Alright, we're taking our vial back up to Flicker Wisp Town. Please don't Flicker Wisp my Aether Vial again. Oh no. They draw Sword. Well, we're hosed. We're super hosed. Revoke my Vial. Dead. Revoke Stoneforge. That seems incorrect. Now we just get to Flicker Wisp? That seems like not even close to the right name. So I get to cast a Stoneforge here if I want, but then they get to Wasteland my Wasteland? We got this on the merit of opponent not understanding the mirror. I think we're still going to lose, which is infuriating, but we have more of a chance to win now. So I just, we have Recruiter Chain. Oh yeah, I can start. But I need to, like, prevent them from connecting here. And if they, like, pro-white their Flicker Wisp and connect with the sword, we just die. So I don't think I can afford to Recruiter Chain. Yeah, I need to prevent them from connecting with Fire and Ice next turn. Let's go get our Fire and Ice, I guess. Could have... Yeah, no, we're super dead. You can afford a hit. Yeah, but if I let them connect once, how many times do I have to let them connect after that? Like, they ping off my Revoker on Jite, right? And then what's our plan? Could have kept Plow up. Oh, Plow doesn't do anything. They have double Mom. Mom at once. Attack. Plow. Mom again. They have two Moms, though, so that plan doesn't mesh very well. Yeah, we're just hosed from all angles here. We're just flickering out the sword. And if they don't pro-white the... Oh, man! I guess, no, leaving out Plow doesn't work, because they could also just Wasteland me first. This attack seems just really... Or this play here seems really bad. What... Maybe we'll win the rest of the round, just on the merit of my opponent having no idea what they're doing. Maybe they won't pro-white their Mom ever. Or pro-white their Wisp. Alright, later. Slappy Wag. What about last turn? Play GTA Flicker or Revoker, hope to draw a land? No, they're just gonna kill me way before that, right? And I can't play the GTA because they have the Thalia. I can't just cast it. If I draw a land, I can Plow something next turn, but... Can't block anything here now. I could block there. Wait, yeah. Wait, why am I not blocking? There. Yeah, we have double Mom too, and I want this Plow back online now that they have Moms down. Oh, perfect. Sanctuprella, the best card in this matchup. Alright, so what's our plan now? Still die, right? No, actually, we can... I think I have to Plow this Wisp, right? If they have another... No, they have no cards in hand. Yeah, Plow this Wisp. Now they can't connect the Sword because I can always... Oh, no, they can equip Sword to Revoker, and I have to block with my Revoker. But if they don't see that line... If I Plow this Wisp, then I can try to block whatever they equip to the Sword later. I can also attack with a certain number of these creatures. Oh no, I can't. I guess I can't actually do that because they could just equip and then pro with it. Oh, no, they can't because of the revoker, right? So many things going on in this game. We're still dead. If they just equip the revoker, we're dead. Yeah, we have Crusader, but then we can't do anything with it. Their moms are back online now. We would need to draw like another Wisp, I think. Nope, they found the line. I'm just gonna equip to. I'm just gonna block with a revoker this turn, I think. Hopefully find a Wisp or something. This unlocks their GTA, but we're just like dead to that anyway. Because they'll just ping it off and draw a card if I don't block here. Hope to draw a Wisp. Yeah. The plan is top deck a Flicker Wisp or something. Wisp? Oh, I didn't even Violent Crusader, oops. But no, yeah, we're dead now. Maybe they'll activate the second mom. For some reason. Sure, why not? Yeah, no, we're dead here. We can't even, like, be able to revoke the GTA or anything. Yeah, we're actually dead. Dang. Hopefully we can leverage the match based on the fact that I don't think my opponent should have plowed in response. Yeah, I mean, the game was over, right? It does play around them activating the second mom in response, but... want these cards, and then we cut... Oops, too much. Cut all these Thalias, cut the Prelate, and cut... happening. Alright, later. Thanks for stopping by, thanks for the raid again. What's the last card I was cut in this matchup? I can never remember. I think it's the Brightling. Yeah, Brightling, like, all it does is kind of help fog GTAs on occasion, but I think it's either Brightling or the Crusader usually. Crusader's better on offense, Brightling's better on defense. And we're on the play, so I think we want to be more offensive. Yep, thanks. We'll try our best. Game 3, I might put the Brightling back in or something. Cut a Crusader. Alright, snap his hand off. I never approach this match. Yeah, I mean, like, not always the right approach of being offensive versus being defensive, but in terms of, like, the GTA race, which can happen on the first couple of turns of the game, being on the play is miles better than being on the draw. Did I just kill this mom? We also have a Revoker and stuff, so I don't need to yet. And also, this Ballista is always going to kill this mom. I could just Revoke Mom. I could just play Ballista and pass. I don't have Ballista plus pass. I don't need to kill this mom yet. I can just wait. Killing bomb's always good. But if we just sit on this Ballista for a while and we never need to, if we're never forced our hand and we hit 4 lands at some point, then we can just start pumping it, and then they're super dead. Yeah. The Vial makes it better, like, having this weird two-lander on the play with a bunch of Wisps, but this is definitely a keep. Trying the Mom was also really good. They just have like a Sword Splashers here? Yeah. That's a good draw. Am I supposed to just Violence Stoneforge and cast the Jite here? Probably. Just so I can equip it next turn, if that's the plan. Don't really care about going Shields down on Revoker right now, since they're far away from doing anything. These have been some good draws. Also, I'm definitely pinging off this Mom on the end of my opponent's turn. Depending on what they do. Because I don't want this Mom to stonewall me. Could always equip the GTA to the Ballista. Wow. That's good for me. Now I might not ping off the Mom, just so I can equip an attack into it. That's kind of rude. But again, still not going to ping off the Mom. If they want to vote for the Ballista, be my guest. We also have Revoker to beat it, or just the Flyers. So yeah, resolves. Wow, they're voting for Ballista? That's insane. That is actually insane. Let my opponent make bad plays, I guess. Like, everything in our hand beats this Mother of Runes. This is why I don't like running GTA. I mean, we're so mana taxed, we were never going to be able to like play and equip GTA in the same turn. Very realistically. Yeah, opponent's just like smoking crazy. Great show of how much Ballista is good. It's so good your opponent just like messes up real bad. Just gonna revoke this Mom. We should have like 900 ways to connect. If they even cast a second Council Judgment, we just Flicker Wisp the Jite to make sure they can't vote for it. Then we have two creatures. If they'll vote one of them off, and the other can still connect. Sure. Equip and attack. Do it. Do it, I dare you. This is not going to work well for you. Not well for you, opponent. I think I'm just gonna... Oh, they just concede, yeah. Small thing, but you should always use your Karakas in spots like that. I wanted to leave it up. Like, there's a chance that my opponent, like, casts Thalia. It's not a good chance, but, like, sometimes they leave Thalia in. Bad players. And, like, we're not holding up anything relevant. Being able to bounce a legendary creature if they actually decide to cast one there for some ungodly reason, I think is better than trying them being able to, like, wasteland me to keep me off of a bluffed Swords to Plowshares. That was my rationale, at least. Alright. Do I want to change anything now? I don't think so. Thinking about the Brightling, but the Crusader might still be better than Brightling. It's definitely close. Crusader also kind of helps GTA stall GTAs because it has first strike, so they can't attack into it very well. Same thing as Brightling. But Brightling stalls anything. Brightling can stall a Crusader with a GTA, which is relevant. But I think it's like that decision's pretty minor. Especially in the post-board games where it's not all about the GTA race, it's only some about the GTA race. Alright, game 3. Let's have a good hand. Oh, don't want to lose the mirror. This hand's okay. Opponent mulligan to 6. This hand's good enough to keep, I think. It's a little risky if the plan is just like GTA race, because we don't have any like proactive answers to a GTA. But I don't think this hand is, like, I don't think I can pass on this hand. Especially on an opponent being on a mulligan to 6. No 1. Ooh, boo. Ooh, yes, we have a 1, too. No Stoneforge. Ooh. Ooh, are they on a 1-lander? Deal. Maybe this was actually tutor or War and Peace there. Yeah, got super rewarded for this Keef. Oh man, just everything coming up. Oh geez, opponent's on 1 land. We can play and equip GTA next turn, so I'm just gonna cast Flicker Wisp on my Stoneforge here. Just so I can play and equip GTA next turn. If they kill my Stoneforge in response here, I really don't care. Let's grab War and Peace now. Recruiter. I think I just want to connect with this GTA just as soon as possible when my opponent's stuck on lands. I don't have a Jailer in the deck. Get out of here. Also, Jailer doesn't do anything against this mom. I mean, I guess it makes me the Monarch, but we're just gonna connect with GTA and win the game. Like, that's just the whole plan. Alright, sweet. We did it. We did it. We won. Whew. Now, 5 and 3 in the mirror. We lost game 1. Then we won game 2 and 3. But drawing card. I mean, I think that game was over. My opponent missed their second land drop for 2 turns or 1 turn. It didn't matter. They were just dead. It looked like this 2 turns, so that's why they conceded. Why no Jailer? Curiosity. I've just never been a big fan of it. I'm not like opposed to it like some people are. Those are the whole like anti-Jailer and anti-Brightling camps of Death and Taxes players or whatever. But like, it's very high ceiling, very low floor card, and that's not exactly what I'm looking for. Like, I would just point people to the semis match in the Pro Tour as like why I don't like Jailer. Is sometimes really, really, really good and just absolutely dumpsters your opponent. And sometimes it's really, really, really bad and you just lose the game horribly if they like have another creature. Also, a lot of the control decks right now can like take Monarch from you. Like if you have Palace Jailer against Grixis and they just have a Baleful Strix or something, or a flash in a Snapcaster Mage. Same with Miracles, they can flash in a Snapcaster Mage or something. Getting Monarch stolen from you in the control matchups can be like really, really backbreaking. So if you get the Monarch and you're ahead, then you're just gonna stay ahead. But you were already ahead to begin with. It just like slams the door shut harder. Mentor seems great against Monarch. I mean, at the same time, Palace Jailer also seems decent against Mentor because it's a not garbage answer to it. It's like a card that you actually want in your deck against Miracles rather than Swords to Plowshares, which you have to just begrudgingly keep in. But it's often going to be really bad against Mentor because they're not just going to Windmill Slam it on turn 3. They're going to play it on like turn 7 with 2 cantrips and a plow, and then your Palace Jailer is just going to look stupid. But they don't always have the Mentor, right? If they're just on the control plan. It's definitely got upsides, definitely got downsides. I don't fault people for playing it, because it does have an incredibly high ceiling of just absolutely demolishing people sometimes. I guess Eldrazi, you just like Palace Jailer, kill their thing, Flicker Wisp your Palace Jailer, kill another thing. It is really good. I just don't like the drastic range of how good and bad it can be. Yeah, Snapcaster, again, yeah. Snapcasters and out of Grixis and Miracles make it really awkward sometimes. But I can definitely see it being right. It might be right, and I just like personally don't like playing it, which is kind of my feelings. Man-made Borders Heroes. Oh yeah, I should switch back to the deck list while we're just sitting here hanging out before round 3. I also need to update the standings at the top, or whatever, my record at the top. Snap doesn't make it bad. You should be playing around with flash threats. But so at what point am I wanting a jailer in play if I'm trying to be playing around Snap, like Snap plow my stuff? Like I need like what, 2 other creatures in play or something like that before I want to safely. Yeah, jailer's absurd. Jailer's fine versus land and stuff too, but I don't really need a card that's good against lands. I like you have Prelate, double extraction, double rip and stuff. It's not like, oh, I want this Palace Jailer on my board to beat lands. It's for the grinding matchups, and it's subsequently good against other matchups like lands, like okay against Sneak and Show sometimes as well. But yeah, I think a lot of the games that Palace Jailer is good against the control decks are games you're already winning. Like games you're ahead enough to have all these creatures on board. And then hope they don't Terminus you or something. Terminus you into play a creature and take it back. Yeah, you get to draw 2 cards, but also taking your Vial up to 4 in like the Miracles matchup seems really abysmal because Aether Vial's so important. I'm playing like 72 of my 75. I do like. I think something like this is pretty solid. I'm leaning towards like wanting another Brightling back in the deck in paper after seeing Miracles out in full force in Richmond, but online Miracles has been like very, very stagnant and totally and definitely like dying off for one reason or another. I don't know why. Maybe people like aren't good at Miracles and don't want to play it online, but I just have not seen that deck at all recently. So the stock in Brightling goes down because of that. I already know Don't Open the Fridge's opinion on Brightling, though. Now we wait for round 4 now? Or 4 of 7? Should I keep winning? What did I end up finding out? It was possibly like 2 X2s are going to make it in, but it's like an XO and 5 X1s. When it was first spoiled, everyone I know sent it to me. It was a little bit of a slow burn to me and some of the people that I knew. Everyone saw it and was like, oh, that's kind of cool, maybe. And then people were like, wait a minute, this card might actually be like really, really good. And it ended up being like kind of falling in the middle of the camp. And then as people just stopped sending it. Oh, is that the meme? You just gotta keep your stance on Brightling because everyone was pestering you about it. I think that paper is more determinant in what you have versus online is what you think is good. Yeah, definitely. It's like the Miracles players are going to drop Miracles and start playing Grixis because it's like the more well positioned or better control deck because they own Miracles. They own their $2,000 whatever dollar deck. They're not going to suddenly like drop their stuff and buy Folks and Underground Seas. Where in online it's a lot easier to do that. Matt Brown. All right, yeah, stick to your guns. I don't fault you for it. I think I saw one of your tweets that was just like something along the lines of like keeping up appearances. Yeah, Brightlig's terrible, never play it. But realistically, yeah, it's a meta specific card. Like it's a meta specific beater, much like Crusader or Avenger. Has 11 trophies and he primarily played. Yeah, like good Miracles players are going to keep playing Miracles because it's a good deck. If you're a good pilot and you're going to win with it, because it's still a good deck, but. The average player, I think, is just on Miracles less online, at least. Because it's harder to play and it's less well-positioned right now, but I don't know. Sold me on Brightling was another main deck card against Bridge and gained life for his great. Yeah, I did like the fact that it was like good against Delver decks without being an artifact. It's like you're not leaning into Stoneforge package and getting Ancient Grudge to death. At the time, it wasn't better than Sarah Mirren, but now, yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about it. It's a flex slot, much like it's a flex beater like Sarah Avenger and Mirren Crusader, and it all depends on what's happening in the meta right now. That's like I'm on 2 Crusader, 1 Brightling because I'm more scared of Grixis than I am of Miracles right now. But it's definitely just like a flex slot beater, depending on what you're trying to beat and what you expect to see a bunch. If you think there's going to be a bunch of Miracles, play it. If you think there's going to be Grixis, play Crusader. If you want to hedge like the Mirror and Delver matchups, you can play Avengers. Brightling and Cataclysm are good against all the same stuff, which makes picking interesting. Yeah, I mean, but like Miracles is a better home for Brightling. I don't know if that's true. They don't have that many white sources, right? They have like, what is it, 2 basic planes, 3, something like that. It's hard to keep up appearances with that. And also, I think it's just like worse than Mentor in a lot of instances. Brightling and Miracles maybe getting same stuff too. That's fair. But I could see maybe Cataclysm. I don't know. I like Cataclysm more than Gideon right now, except for Death Shadow, which is kind of scary post board after you usually win game 1. They have a lot of hate against you, so having something like Gideon is really strong. 2 planes, yeah. That's fair. I can agree with that. Like forcing people to play into Terminus and then being able to pick up your threat. There are a lot of instances where my opponent has played a Mentor, and it's like, okay, I'm just going to spew onto the board now, because if they want to Terminus to clean up, then they have to get rid of their threats. Yeah, I can agree with that. That seems like a fair assessment. Yeah, Cataclysm's better, except that Dread Knight exists. I do miss Cataclysming people. Would have really liked Cataclysm against that Bug Loam guy with like 900 Planeswalkers and Mox Diamonds in his deck. And the Phantasmal Image. Why was there a Phantasmal Image in his deck? I'll never understand it. Yeah, I was considering a Raja Bomb as well in the sideboard. I just like don't have space for stuff. I should cut those Container Priest, but I just hold on to old traditions. I was playing Sanctum Prelate during Death Red era, long after when I'd already cut it, because like it wasn't that good against the field. I just hold on to old values. But I could easily see cutting this for something. I want a second Brightling in the board too, but I also kind of want a Ratchet Bomb because it's really good against Death Shadow. But like, I don't know. I want like two more slots in this deck, but I can never find them without making decisions I don't want to make. Like, I'd love to have a third Revoker in the deck. I'd love to have a second Brightling somewhere in the 75. All about Mangara. And so hard not to play. I was on Mangara for a little bit. I played Mangara after Deathray got banned. I was playing it for a good while, but then Death Shadow popped up and people started playing more Dread of Knights and stuff. And I was just like, I'm out. I don't want my 3-mana 1/1 anymore in the face of Dread of Knights. I know exactly how you feel. Yeah. Like, I'm very happy with my 75, but I just want to make very minor changes, but I also just don't want to cut cards. Everything in my deck feels good, but I want to move a couple pieces, but I don't know what pieces to like move and to put in other things. Devout Lightcaster. There was a long stint about that on the Death and Taxes Discord. Some people are like vehemently like this card is not castable enough to be relevant. But I'm on the favor of like it's fine if you want a tech card against Grixis and Death Shadow, you can play Devout Lightcaster. But I'm not sure that Death Shadow is a matchup that I'm scared enough of that I want Lightcaster over just a card that's good against Grixis and okay against Death Shadow, like Gideon is. Like, Lightcaster's insane against Death Shadow and decent against Grixis, whereas Gideon's good against Grixis and decent against Shadow. And I think I want to hedge more towards Grixis than Shadow anyway. Active Lily Kill count of 7. I did play Lightcaster in modern Death and Taxes when like Grixis Shadow was the deck to beat and everyone was playing it, and Devout Lightcaster was insane in that meta. That card was absurdly busted. I remember my opponent had a Lily the Last Hope like on ult, and I was hellbent, and I was like, alright, well, I'm dead. I could draw like a Flicker Wisp maybe to reset it, then it just pings off the Flicker Wisp, draw Devout Lightcaster. Oh yeah, this is still my deck. Just play it. My opponent picks it up and reads it. And then just concedes. God, that card is very busted if you want to beat Shadow. Yeah, Grixis Control is the deck I'm most scared of right now in terms of decks I expect to see on a regular basis. 2 Caverns and a Pontiff main. Are those both... I was about to say, are those both Clerics? But what were you... Were you cutting white sources for them? Because then it just makes them the same to cast, right? Because like Basic Plains casts Lightcaster just as well as Cavern of Souls does. Hearing a lot of stories about people just... Yeah, Lightcaster is a really good card in the matchups that it's good in. It's just it's kind of narrow, and it's not really the card I want right now. I haven't tested the Death Shadow matchup thoroughly enough to like know how hard it is to play post board. Pre-board, I think I am X and O, but doesn't hit. Yeah, it hits Last Open Dread of Night as well. It's very powerful if you want to beat like those matchups. It's very, very good. I should get a foil though, just in case to put it in my box. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna order like a Ballista and a Lightcaster at some point before the tournament next month. I don't know if it's good as the Light of Day. Hey man, if you really want to hedge the matchup there, if the Death Shadow matchup, you can play Light of Day. Play some Enlightened Tutors. It's even immune to discard if you have like 3 mana. You Enlightened Tutor for it, and then untap 4th land at Light of Day them, and then they like daze it and you cry. Yeah, card is exceptionally narrow. I don't own one, and I probably won't, but it is really hilarious. Or just like they just kill you with a Delver after too. Did post what I need. Oh yeah, I didn't click on that. I should look at that. Yeah, some time to kill. I remember seeing that, but I was in a hurry to get the... Oh, so right here. Cool. God, I'm gonna look up like all these cards. Quarterfinals, I got hemmed and put both in... Oh, yeah, Willy Fleege. Make like... Are they 6/6s with each other, right? Because they're both green and white? Jesus. Thought about it before me. Yeah, I remember when Enlightened Tutor was a thing that people actually played. Alright, I gotta look at what Absolute Grace does. That's a card that exists. Also, with my Hymn to Turok luck, I'd probably have a hand of like 2 Willy Fleeges and then 2 relevant cards that I want to be casting, and just discard the other 2 cards and be stuck with 2 Willy Fleeges in my hand. Because I am horrendously unlucky. Absolute Grace is a 2-drop enchantment that gives all your creatures pro black. Oh, is that like a cycle? Is there a cycle of those cards? Or is it just like hate? Is it like hate permanent? Like, is it just for red and black? Because those are white's enemies, right? Yeah, its allies are green and blue. So I think that's just like an enemy hate card then. Absolute Grace and Absolute Law. Yeah, this one you can tutor for. Rest Peace you can tutor for. Absolute Grace, Mark of Asylum, O-Ring, Pithing Needle, Active Authority. Huh. Can't attack or block stuff. Yeah, Light of Day. It's the White Dread of Night, right? Because, you know, the juxtaposition of the names. Except ours isn't 1 mana, so it's kind of rude. Oh god, is it Absolute Law versus Mark of Asylum? I haven't heard a good argument for Absolute Law for Mark of Asylum, so I'm open to it. Like, what are there red creatures that I want protection from? Okay, yeah, Pyromancer tokens is what I always hear. Like, Pyromancer is the biggest draw to Absolute Law over Mark of Asylum, but... How many Pyromancers are really in the format right now? Grixis Delver? Versus being better against... I guess, what is it better against? What is the argument for the other one, right? Yeah, Ballista and Kozilek's Return versus Young Pyromancer, so... Is there any other cards that it's actually relevant for? Oh, there we go. Beginning round 4 in a second. Marco was silent. Prevent all non-combat damage. Be up to creatures you control. Yeah, back in Treasure Cruise days when, like, it was all red cards, and I could definitely see playing Absolute Law. Is there any other relevant non-combat damage that happens in Legacy? Like Ballista and like non-red non-combat damage, right? Ballista and K-Return. I also miss Brim as being good. That was a sweet card. I enjoyed that card. Unboltable and like one-man army against Miracles with Karakas and Avile on 3. Played Mastery of the Unseen. That seems ambitious, to say the least. I have not registered a Mastery of the Unseen ever. I have read. I think. I don't think Burmans is bad. Yeah, Burmans isn't like bad right now. It's just outclassed. It's just like worse than your other options. So it's like, why play it when I can just play a Brightling if I want to hedge for Miracles? I don't even know. What's the most jank card I've registered in a Legacy sideboard is probably just... Yeah, probably just like Fiendslayer Paladin, which isn't that jank, especially in like the Deathray Shaman era, but really stuck it to a burn player once with a Violet and Fiendslayer Paladin in response to a Goblin Guide attack. Alright. This hand's okay. Hopefully Wasteland's good in this matchup. The only thing we don't want to see on the other side of the table is like Storm. Paladin Invec. Is that the like the 2/2 pro white for 2 or something? Or I mean pro red black, not pro white. Or is it like 2/2 pro white for pro red black first strike for 3? I forget. Is it just like Bad Crusader or is it a 2-drop? No, 2-drop you just play Auroch Champion, right? Yeah, better for Shadow Knight. I think I'd... Oh, lands. This hand is good against lands. We have Recruiter. Oh, for sure. Just jamming the Stoneforge Mystic to go find the pro-red sword to set it up with the recruiting for Prelate to lock lands out of playing. Can't... Wasteland in this Wasteland seems ambitious. Wasteland? Really? Wasteland plus Mother Runes? They just like land plus... I just let them waste me, right? If they don't want to waste me, that's perfectly fine with me. I want my mana more than I want my opponent to wasteland me. Or just get... Yeah, but I'd much rather, like... I would rather cast a spell and have them wasteland me than me wasteland them, right? Like, mana denying the lands opponent's not really a winning proposition, typically. And if they don't wasteland me, then we get to, like, try to slam Recruiter and stuff. Sort of Fire and Ice. The only thing that matters in this matchup is Sanctum Prelate with a Sword of Fire and Ice. Like, none of my other cards have text. Loam. Exploration. Into Loam. Ooh, multiple Wastelands. If they have a Loam, this could get ugly. Yeah. This could get bad, because we have just a handful of non-basics. We can try to equip this. We just have to, like, play Wasteland here. Like, planned on, like, equipping with the sword. Since we're not going to hit 3 mana until we draw a bunch of basics. Hopefully they don't find a punishing fire, or they don't find a grove. Found stage, that's bad. We have Caracas to beat 1 at least. But not if they play around it well. Yeah, getting Sword Online is my only plan here. Really want to just draw like running basic planes. Loam back Wasteland stage. Alright, well, I'm thinking Wasteland of Caracas now. We just get to equip here. Hopefully draw cards. Lands. Thank God. We might win this game yet, but it's not looking great. Yeah. So they can just set up the stage combo here with a Wasteland backup, I think. Depending on how they play here. I think we will lose to that. I mean, we're scared of this 2020 that we can't beat. If they just go land plus Wasteland, they can Wasteland my Caracas into Mega Merit Lage, and then we lose. Oh, no, they're casting spells. Let's attack, see if they maze me. They could also just like make a Merit Lage and kill my Stoneforge, but then we actually get to Caracas it. Okay, they're just mazing, sure. That lets me actually like get more lands into play to hopefully set up to not die. I think we're just at this turn. Actually, no, we could play Flicker Wisp to Stonewall. To try to Stonewall Merit Lage, at least. No, they drew a Grove. It doesn't look like we're getting out of this one, but... yeah. So they can buy back Punishing Fire, but they can't also cast it this turn. They can buy back Punishing Fire. They also can't Wasteland this, so if I play Caracas here, then they can't make a Lage yet. Yeah, they're letting us untap with Mom because they can't actually kill it right now. So I could play Caracas into... what, Recruiter? We're not going to have time to Prelate. What is our plan? We can't Wisp them. We need to turn to Wisp, Flick, Caracas. Yeah, Flicker and Caracas isn't going to do anything, because they just have, like, 2 Wastelands in their hand. I think we need to, like, try to find... my opponent's playing very conservatively, which is the only way we're going to win this. Although, no, I have to play something, right? Because they can just stage me. Or, like, depth stage me. Yeah. So I have to play the Wisp here, or leave up a Caracas or a Wasteland. So the Caracas. So yeah, I think that's my best plan. they got here. Like crop rotation for Wasteland or something. Please make a Merit Lage. Oh, they're just making a Grove? I mean, I guess because they're not making a Merit Lage right now, but if we can somehow finagle our way into a Sanctum Prelate, we actually have a chance to win here. It's definitely going to be rough. Considering my opponent literally has the combo in play and we have to play around it until the end of time. Just wasteland my Karakas here. If they were like one turn slower on this, I think we could have pretty easily won, but they're just going to keep playing Infinity Lands here. We can stall them again by playing Wasteland this turn. Then they just Wasteland my Wasteland after that. So they have Punishing Fire, buyback, Punishing Fire second time here. Let's make them try to tap a maze. They can't do that. Yep. Play Thalia. Argument for attacking with Wisp there, but I don't think I'm winning this game by like dealing them incremental damage. They can Punishing Fire and... Oh, whoops. I just let it die. Oops. I thought they were buying one back. I'm an idiot. Oh, well. It's gonna cost me a little bit, but I still don't think I was winning this game. Can I Wasteland anything here? No. I'd just rather leave the Waste in play. Yeah. Oops. I think we're still kind of hosed here. I think we're like a turn off of... But I'd much rather have a tapped Mom here than no Mom, obviously. Ooh, Barbarian Ring? Oh god, we're super dead now. Opponent's just gonna put us on the ground. Force them to make a Merit Lage. I guess they don't even have to. We top deck Sanctum Prelate. Now they have the Barbarian Ring too. I think we're just dead. Regardless. Fail, good luck. Good to finally catch the stream. Alright, yep. Thanks for the well wishes. Thanks for coming and hanging out. We are just dead here. I think we were dead even with a tapped Mom in play. Just ring my Flicker Wisp. Nope, can't cast that yet. Opponent's in for the long game, which might just... I don't think we're gonna steal this game. If my opponent just plays... Yeah, if my opponent just plays Dark Depths here, we still can't manage to do anything. If we draw Wasteland or Karakas... No, yeah, we're just dead here. Especially because they have the Barbarian Ring, so we can't just, like, equip to the Prelate to save it or anything. Yeah, but again, Also, the Barbarian Ring kills me. Also, they can just Barbarian Ring the Prelate to kill me. Yeah, just gonna like make a guy, sure. My hope is that they like sack the Barbarian Ring or something, and then also didn't didn't make the Lage there. I don't know what our plan. Oh, yeah, our plan was just like lose. Sure. Maybe they don't know the text on their Barbarian Ring. Or their Punishing Fires. I think my opponent just actually is lethal here. If not, it doesn't matter. They Barbering my Prelate. All that good stuff. We might have actually been able to win this if my opponent wasn't on like the Barbarian Ring version, the way that this played out. Ports and Ghost Quarter? And Roaststone Port. Oh. I think everyone's on the ring version. Yeah, there was a list that I saw earlier. The only reason I mentioned it is because there was a list I saw earlier at some point in the past like couple of weeks that actually just wasn't playing a Barbarian Ring. It seems like kind of crazy. Yeah, if I just had one more basic, I think this game would have been over. Or if my opponent had been like one turn slower in assembling the combo, I think we could have won. But yeah, game one does get a little rough. But the only way you win game one is realistically with just slamming Prelate as fast as possible. Bring in this pile of stuff. Cut Batterskull, Jite, Thalia's. Brightling's not great. Crusader's really bad. Ballista, probably not this matchup. What's my last cut? It's either Brightling or Avenger, I think. Brightling's a pretty medium. Avenger, I think, is close to the same card, though. Brightling does gain life, which can be relevant against, like, a Merit Lage, but Avenger is either a Vial. No, Vigilance doesn't matter. Flying doesn't really matter. Although flying does matter, because you, like, Mom plus Avenger can help stop a Merit Lage. I think we'll cut the Brightling. Yeah, having the Caracas Wasteland Plains hand was really awkward. Or if we had like an Aether Vial on turn one, the game would have just been over. Alright, well, this is not exactly what I meant. So. Alright, this hand's gas. I think I actually do want this. Do Vial in the Mom next turn. I'm always torn on slamming Rest in Peace here. Maybe they'll just cast a turn 1 Loam and make my life easy. I don't have to slam Rest in Peace yet, but I want to play it before I put Prelate on 2. Alternatively, I could put, like, get Rest in Peace and Prelate on 3 so they can't blow it up. Which is also an option. I'm definitely not playing it out here. Ooh, Cycling Tranquil Thicket. That's a card that's kind of annoying. I guess it's less annoying because I'm not on the Surgical Plan, so if they cast a Loam here, we just snap off the Rest in Peace. They get to pick it back up, but then we exile, like, a bunch of their milled cards and such. They could just cast a loam for a thicket here. Then they can actually even cycle it. Oh yeah. Snapping off the loam on that. There's snapping off the rest of piece on that. Ooh, tempting. I almost want to get in this sort of War and Peace in play first, though. So yeah, we're just gonna. Although I guess I don't need to. I just need to get it to 4 toughness so it doesn't die to Barbarian Ring, but they can't Barbarian Ring it yet. So this game looks pretty cut and dry here. If they're on like trackers, this gets a little bit more annoying, but we can also just beat them to death with War and Peace. Managed to snag a loam there. Sure. Now you can combo me, which is the only thing I'm scared of at this point. Drop of honey, huh? So that puts me off of playing Prelate until this kills my mom. But we'll just have the Vial on, so we can Vial it in as soon as this drop of honey leaves. So we'll just cast Sword of War and Peace here. Yeah, might as well attack. This thing's about to die. I wonder if I even need to Vial it in right now. Probably not. They can't like Punishing Fire or Loam. Could also just put it on 3 to protect this Rest in Peace, which is an option, but I think the card I'm most scared of now is Merit Lage. So almost aren't even going to put it on 1, right? So they can't find a crop rotation. Let's get rid of that. I think we need to put it on 2 so this thing doesn't get Punishing Fire down, though, before I can have a chance to equip it. Oh, God. That is not what we wanted to see. Now we just need to top deck Flicker Wisp. We have a lot of outs to this, though. Flicker Wisp, Karakas, Source of Plowshares, Path to Exile, Wasteland. Now, of course, we're going to like draw basic planes, so it doesn't matter. Ooh, it actually does matter. Look at that. Yep. Yep. Alright, so this is a plan. Leave this planes in my hand so I can gain more life relevant in the face of future Merit Lages. Ugh. This Maze of Ith is super obnoxious. Now we need to draw Port or Wasteland. Probably actually want to play this. But now we're really at a standstill here. Our opponent has like none of his synergies going on, and I just need to find an answer for a Maze of Ith. So I think we're favored as the board currently sits. We just draw like any other threat we can start chipping in for damage too through a Maze of Ith. Uh-oh. Opponent can make 2 Maze of Iths until I find a Dark Depths now. Revoker. Revoker gets named Mox Diamond at least. Cataclysm would be nice, yeah. If only. Cataclysm won't even help me, like, still be stuck against this Maze of Ith, but... Oh god. If they actually have crop rotation, this matchup was not destined to be won if they have crop rotation here, because they just have had, like, everything they needed to win. Oh, Jesus. Wait, no, this is a 2-mana spell? This is like a Corrosive Grip? Oh, they might actually be activating stage. Oh, God. Of course they have the actual, just actual combo into actual Maze of Ith, into actual crop rotation for the second combo. Ugh. We go to 1 here. We have another chance to draw an answer to this. But that is extremely unlucky. There's like nothing we could have like actually done to make this game work out better for us. Opponent just had the nuts. Again, we have a lot of draws. Probably won't find any of them, but there are draws in my deck. I'll just like Molten Vortex my face. God, this is a really infuriating game to lose. Opponent had the Stone Colds. Like, we just had a Flickerous here. This game just immediately ends. The opponent just had a bunch of stuff that did not care about anything that I was doing. Fuck, that one sucks. God, that loss bites. The Maze of Ith into double natural Dark Depths combo. So every game his lands has been for me lately. Doesn't matter if I have Prelate and Rivet Extraction. Yeah, that was really obnoxious. That's generally not how those matchups have worked out in the past. The deck is designed around the fact that you can find all your pieces because you get to like loam every turn. But then my opponent never like actually used any card selection. They just had a bunch of stuff, and it did not work out for me. Which is really infuriating. That was not a match that I could have like finagled my way into a win. It was just a match where it was like, okay, well, my opponent just has a lot more merit lages than I have answers. I had like what? How many top decks did I have to survive that there? It was what? 3 more Plows, 2 Path to Exiles, 2 Council's Judgments, 3 Caracas. 4 Flicker Wisp is 14 out. Saravenger stalls for a turn while I can find another out. I think that's about it. Yeah, something like that. And I had to find like any of those cards before my opponent found the second Dark Depths combo, which is exclusively finding a second Thespian Stage and a second Dark Depths, or like 1 of 4 crop rotations for either of those cards. But that stuff happens. It just really, really stings. Those matchups where none of your decisions matter. Or the games where none of your decisions matter. Just like when you play against the Mirror, and you just die because they have the... You just lose because your opening hand is worse than your opponent's opening hand, and you don't get to make any decisions. How much time do we have? Yeah, like, still like half an hour before the next game. This is the only reason I don't like playing in challenges. There's so much downtime. How is Julian doing? Oh, he's 3-0. Much better than me, that's for sure. So I have to like X3 to top 32, I think. I think X2 probably makes top 16. If you're lucky, it makes top 8, but with 2 losses by the 4th round, I don't think we make top 8. Unless the 2 people we lost to do really, really well. Usually worse against the Mirror or lands, because unlike Tess or Belcher, they insist on dragging the luck factor for 15 bazillion necessary turns. That's... Well, I mean, I guess that particular lands deck didn't, like, because they didn't drag it out, they just, like, luck factored into the double Mirror Lage kill, but, yeah. At least they end the game in reasonable fashion. And, like, when you're playing against Tess or Belcher. Well, and Belcher's kind of the luck factor, just thought, oh, you're not going to win factor. Against Tess, it's the, oh god, hope they don't turn 1 or turn 2 me. I think it's D&T, it's just like, sometimes none of your cards matter because your opponent has Violent to Mom Stoneforge and to plow your thing, Jite, kill you. That one just felt bad because statistically, I think, so if we just like set up that board state, I think statistically Death Dex is going to win, not based on what cards are drawn, just by what the board state looks like. I think Death Dex is going to like just win that 95 out of 100 times. So just being on the bad side of variance is rough. Did you win? Yeah. Did you win the play? Are you on the play? Go Aether Vial or Stoneforge into Stoneforge. Aether Vial into Mom into Stoneforge. Especially game 1s. Game 1s are really gross in the Death and Taxes Mirror, because so often it's just like, oh, well, I kept a hand that had Stoneforge Mystic, and you kept a hand that had Thalia's. I guess you lose now. Ooh, looks like Julian lost. Where'd he go? Yeah, 3-1 now. What's everybody doing on the Discord? Nothing interesting is happening. Do you know if he's on Elder Maverick? I would imagine Elves, but I don't know. I played against him on Maverick the other day, so... But he's probably playing Elves if he's in, like, an actual thing. Is anyone else streaming? People don't typically stream the challenges. Oh god, no. Mute. Oh, some guy's streaming with Punishing Jack. Oh god, I hope we don't play against him. Strifo. Let's see if anyone else is streaming, though. Draft. Caleb Sure is playing Modern Storm. Legacy Challenge. There's me with the Legacy Challenge. Someone's playing the Pauper Challenge. Legacy Leagues. Pauper Challenge. Yeah, it doesn't seem like anyone's doing anything particularly interesting here. Yeah, there are only 4 people. Oh no, I missed one. Someone's playing the Legacy Challenge. DN Solver. So should the 24th land be a basic, a canopy, or a factory? I don't think it should be a basic. But I think canopy or factory are options. I think it's kind of discretionary at that point. Whatever you want to be doing. I think Factory is probably better against Miracles. Canopy is probably better against Grixis. Because Factory is probably not a very realistically reliable card. Although, Factory helps against Liliana, Last Hope, in like a very marginal capacity. It ticks it down by 1 every turn and can't get plussed on, but... Factory might be better against Death Shadow for that reason. just having an undread of Nightable threat that's also like can't be plussed on by Liliana the Last Hope. I don't think this deck really needs 13 basics. That feels like a lot. I should go with some water. Go up and down time here. Let's switch back to the deck list here. I'm gonna go grab some water. I'll be right back. Chat. All right, we are back. Except I realize anytime I lose the mirror lands or whatever, Master is involved. Wasteland, yeah. I mean, but the thing is, like, you're already fine playing a 23 land version that just has like exactly this mana base, right? So if you're adding an extra land that's a non-basic, it's not going to be a huge deal in that regard. Yes, you will keep some number of hands that are like 2-landers based on having like a basic plains and the 24th land, but I think because you already have this 23 land mana base that is just as bad against, or just as bad or good in that respect against Wastelands and Mana Screw and such, I don't think the 24th land matters as much in that regard. I also got myself some food because I'm hungry and we still have another 3 rounds to go, hopefully. What are we? Yeah, we still got a lot of time here. So what have we done today? We won the mirror. We won against 4-color Loam very easily. We lost Bug. We lost against Bug Loam, which is probably just a horrendously bad matchup, regardless of my opponent's very strange deck composition. And we lost we lost game 1 against lands in like the usual fashion. Usually the games I lose against lands, game 1, are just fast merit lages before you can set up Prelate Lock. And in game 2 we just lost with horrendously bad luck. But so don't think anything like really went wrong. Just not the right day. 2-2 is probably obviously not the best record we could
could be at, but don't think there was a lot of big decision-making points that were bad. Other than like random stuff, like forgetting to mom the punishing fire, or forgetting to violin the crusader, notice the mirror and stuff, but we lost. What's up, Death and Cat Mix? We've had some bad luck this last round, so hopefully our luck turns around. Because we had some good luck in round 3 in the mirror, but that was a little bit on my opponent for keeping a one-lander on a Molda 6. But Molda 6 on the draw, one-lander with a mom and a plow, I'd probably have kept that too. I just didn't get there. I'm just still bitter about the game 2 against lands that we just had. That was just really, really, really bad luck. Now we had to wait for another 10 minutes-ish. I should really figure out something better to do during the downtime whenever I stream these challenges. Because I don't like trying to just start up pickup games and stuff, because there's a good chance that those will just roll over into me playing in the challenge next round of the challenge starts before I finish that match. But I'm sure there's something I could be doing besides kind of sitting here filling the void with just my random thoughts. I should definitely consider different options. I remember one guy was playing Arena in between rounds, but I'm not a big standard guy. Back to my deck list here. What do you want? Huh? What do you want, cat? I hear you squeaking. The chat probably can't hear you squeaking. Because I can consider deck building changes. Again, it's probably the Containment Priest is the card that I should be cutting. But for what? I think in paper I want a second Brightling. That might just be this Containment Priest slot. Play a Sprite game. Are you sure that Reanimator sneaking show and tell decks are not an issue right now? I don't think Reanimator is that much of an issue. Talk return to Ravnica. Or return to Ravnica? I don't know. Whatever. Show and tell's decks are kind of always on my radar. And that's kind of a reason for Containment Priest, but most of the matchups you lose to show and tell are not the ones that Containment Priest are going to be good, it's the Omniscience. It's Omniscience times that they get you. Because you have a lot of answers to just a Griselbrand or an Emrakul with stuff like Karakas and Council's Judgment and Phyrexian Revoker. Revoker Griselbrand or Revoker Sneak Attack and stuff like that. Reanimator, I do really like that Containment Priest is just stone cold, kills a lot of Reanimator decks. Return to Ravnica Redux. What is it actually called? Guilds of Ravnica or something? Wasn't the first one Ravnica City of Guilds? And then the next one was Return to Ravnica, and now we're just back to Ravnica City of Guilds, but this time we just flipped the name around. We didn't get a lot of cool spoilers, right? There was that, like, Convoke O-Ring. And the Masterpiece Planeswalkers. I might have to pick up an Elspeth Knight Errant. But, like, I don't foresee myself playing one anytime soon. But it looks really good. I'm excited about some of the possible things in Standard, but I don't see any, like, eternal implications. If they would, yeah, if it like had Convoke and Flash, maybe. Or if it had Convoke and old O-Ring text, then it's still probably worse than O-Ring. It's only more relevant if you have, like, 2 creatures in play. Wait, did they release top 30 or top 16 for GP Richmond? I only saw top 8. Is there any data on other stuff in GP Richmond? Wait, why the hell is Guiltleaf Palace spiking? Just opened up MTG Goldfish and Guiltleaf Palace is spiked like $9. So ninjutsu cards spiking, sure, why not? EDH. Hangerback is spiking? Oh, Hangerback and Hardened Scales, yeah. Because of that Hardened Scales affinity. GP Richmond 2018 deck lists. Can we get a top 16? Oh, here we go. So they did post 9 through 16, but they didn't post top 32, which is sad. Grixis. Owen Turnwall's weird Delver Blade deck. Grixis Delver with 2 Bitter Blossoms. Eldrazi Stompy. Grixis Control. Wow, Rug Delver with Beaumont and Mandrills. Death Shadow, Grixis Delver. Wow, no D&T in top 16. Maybe people will start playing those Dread of Knights, please. But I would have liked to have seen a deck list at least. I think Phil got 59th, I think he made top 64. Oh no, I'm missing my friend's Flashback Cons draft because I'm streaming the Legacy Challenge. Oh well. How much longer do we have? Alright, we're almost there. Are there any other cool Guild to Ravnica spoilers? I don't think anything's happening today. It was just like the PAX announcement, right? Alright, come on, let's get this started. I'm still playing. Surprised people are dropping at 2 and 2. You only need to go 4-3 to cash, right? Is it top 32 or top 16 that's prizes? And you get your money back if you top 32? Probably worth it. Look at that list again. Top 16 is going to be 6. Yeah. X2s are going to top 16. And there are actually going to be a couple of X2s that don't top 16. If you're super unlucky. And so then, like, half the X3s will top 32. I guess that's fair. Because you're not even guaranteed to top 32 at X and 3. I'll probably drop if I go X4 this time instead of, like, playing all the way to 2-5. But I just lose my next 2 rounds. Honestly, it probably depends on how long that last round takes. Because if I'm like sitting here for 30 minutes waiting for another round, it doesn't matter when I'm X and 4. I'll just drop. Excuse me. But yeah, if I finish and goes like to time, or super close on the clock, and then the last round starts like immediately, I'll just stream the last round for fun. But I don't want to like sit here for 40 minutes for a round that doesn't matter. Oh, we dropped connection. Are we back? Brief, like, huge plummet in frames. Oh, no, it's plummeting again. Stabilizing? Question mark. Start moving around more so I can see how glitchy it is. Some technical difficulties. Is it stabilized? Nope. I don't know what the issue is. Why did my internet just like totally drop here? Hello? I'm gonna restart the OBS, see if that helps. My round's gonna start in a second here, but hopefully I don't miss anything important.